Les Schwab's Friday Night Rivals, sponsored by the U.S. Army.
There are high school football playoff games going on tonight up and down our valley, and we think we have one of the best matchups of the evening. It's a Division I section semifinal. Clovis East Timberwolves against the unbeaten Clovis North Broncos here at Veterans Memorial Stadium on Les Schwab Tires Friday Night Rivals. Oh, you picked a good night to join us because we think this is going to be a great game. Ralph Wood along with Cam Morrell. And Cam, let's talk about the kind of a matchup and what's at stake when you get to the semis.
Yeah, it's a semifinal matchup, right? You win, you're playing for a ring next week. You lose, you're sitting on the couch watching Friday Night Rivals next Friday, and a rematch from earlier in the season that Clovis North won. So we got a good one tonight.
Let's take a look at how they got here, the playoff brackets.
Yeah, Clovis North shut out a Clovis West team that was playing really good football to move on. Clovis East was able to sneak by Sanger with a goal line stand. 3 plays inside the 5 that they were able to turn Sanger away to set this rematch up tonight.
There will be athletes all over the field on both sides tonight. Give us some of the ones we should look out for, your players to watch.
We start with Clovis East, number 1, Tommy Nix. 20 total touchdowns on the season, 5 interceptions on defense, so he makes impacts on both sides of the football. Clovis North defensively, they have to account for where number 1 is every snap because he can really hurt any defense that he lines up against. And then number 10, Tyler Miller, the man who makes it run, the signal caller, 40 TDs on the season, just 8 interceptions. If he was 6'2", Ralph, he'd have offers from every college in the country. He is dynamic. He can make every throw. Had 2 costly interceptions against Clovis North the first time they played, so he has to protect the football tonight.
On the Clovis North side, we've seen him a couple of times, and we know Jackson Sinfeld very well.
He announced himself early against San Joaquin Memorial, kept going when we had him against Buchanan. He's big, he's physical, 1,500 yards on the season. He is going to touch the ball 20-plus times in the rushing attack for Clovis North tonight. And then number 23, Andrew Chavez. We haven't seen a lot of him in the 2 games that we've done, but in that matchup against Clovis East, he had 2 interceptions of Ty Miller to change the outcome of that football game. He's probably the best safety in the Central section, will also carry it on offense. So Andrew Chavez, a big piece of this Clovis North attack tonight.
And then who knows? Anybody else could step up tonight.
A whole lot of good players on the field outside of those.
That's
4.
right. Kara Badinaran is the academic athlete of the game, sponsored by Donald P. Dick. 3 generations of Mr. Cool. Let's hear what he has to say about grades.
My parents always told me that football shouldn't be my number 1, even though I take it as my number 1, and that I should pursue college in the future. So they enforce grades on me. So it's a big part of my character. It's hard because you gotta manage your time. I like doing YouTube, watching YouTube, just being on TikTok, being on my phone. So in class, I say I'm a good student, but I usually spend most of my time doing other stuff that's not schoolwork. So I catch up onto the schoolwork while I'm at home. I just find a way to finish all the things I do.
So that's one way to get it done. Spend a lot of time watching YouTube. He also said that lunch was his favorite time in school.
Not a bad time.
There's a few like that. Okay, well, how about your keys to the game tonight?
Yeah, if we start with Clovis East, they got to get 6, not 3. They have to score touchdowns when they get in the red zone, not kick field goals, and then got to protect the loot. You cannot turn the ball over and give it to this Clovis North offense that wants to bleed that clock down. For Clovis North, dig deep. They're a 3-headed monster in the rushing attack with McKay Madsen, Jackson Sinfeld, Andrew Chavez. Use those 3 running backs to control the tempo of the game. And then jab, jab, uppercut. You also have Vinny Cordoba out wide, who we've seen make big plays in the passing game. So run it, and then take that deep shot with number 2 down the football field. Going to be a good one tonight, Ralph. I'm pumped.
Yeah, we are going to have a lot of fun. You saw the players are on the field. Fans are filing into the stands. We're a few moments away from kickoff, so we'll take a break and come back and get this one going for you. So stay with us.
Year was 1979, the very first all-Clovis week battle. Back then, Clovis North and Clovis East weren't even a twinkle in CUSD's eyes. Well, I'll tell you what, now it's their week, their day, their night, and their time to shine, and we're bringing it to you all. After all, this is Friday night. Let's go! Woo! Rival!
All right, kickoff weather is sponsored by Ruse Heating, Air Conditioning, and Refrigeration. You can't lose with Ruse. And this comes from Fox 26 meteorologist Chris Kuiper. 62 degrees at kickoff. Scattered showers on and off. We've already seen that. Some light rain falling here. And we're expecting that throughout the game.
Beautiful playoff
Tonight's
weather.
kickoff is brought to you by Fresno, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram.
I mean, it's the middle of November, and it's 62 degrees for a football game.
Not
There's
bad.
not many places on the country that you can say that. What a beautiful night.
Just waiting on Clovis North to get out there and kick this game off. Broncos won the toss, deferred to the second half.
McKay Madsen handling kickoffs.
McKay Madsen.
Since
We'll
their
see him.
normal kicker was hurt earlier in the season. Yeah, we'll see McKay Madsen do a lot tonight. Play linebacker, carry the football, kicking off. He's a big piece of this Clovis North attack on both sides. Doesn't look like your normal kicker, McKay Madsen.
No, it looks like he could kick it away. Low bouncing kick taken inside the 10 across the 20. Out across the 30, still going close to the 35. That's Harold Duvall on the return. And they will spot it right around the 35.
Harold Duvall, another extremely dangerous receiver opposite Tommy Nix. So Ty Miller has his choice of a couple of pretty explosive weapons in the passing game.
Tonight's first quarter is sponsored by BD&J Lawyers. Over $1.5 billion recovered for our clients.
Kind of a contrast of styles. Clovis East, they're going to spread you out. 4 wide receivers here. Clovis North, we know they want to go tight. They want to go 2 back.
Miller throws on first down. A swing pass complete to Lindsey Graves. But there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, probably a hold out on the perimeter. That was just get it out quick, get some blockers in front.
Flag on the play sponsored
Try to
by
get
Fresno
some
State
space for
Outlet.
Graves, but a little too aggressive on that block.
Joe Kitchen is our referee tonight. Ronell Matthews, the umpire. Jaden Robles, the head linesman. The line judge is Joe Sabalas. Field judge Zach Cullers. Side judge Aaron Miller. Back judge Cameron Brooks. This is Mr. Kitchen.
Holding. Offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Repeat first down.
So a nice gain negated by the penalty.
Yeah, not a big deal for this Clovis East offense. They can pick up yards in chunks. You do like to stay ahead of the sticks on first down. There was a nice little bubble that picked up some yards. Now a little behind the sticks.
Miller's going to run to the left side, following blockers across the 40. Runs out of bounds there.
No big deal. 1st and 20.
Got a big chunk of it back right there, didn't he?
Yeah, a little quarterback power bounce. Ty Miller bounces it out wide, gets a blocker in front, almost picks up that first down with his legs. He's a really good athlete.
2nd and short, nothing there. Duvall is stopped and pushed back by that Clovis North defensive front. Ross Sinfeld.
Ross Sinfeld, the twin brother of Jackson Sinfeld. Just as big, just as physical, just as strong. No yards after contact on that 2nd and short. And now this is a down and distance. 3rd and 2. Ty Miller can keep it. They can run some RPO. Clovis North really good on 3rd down defensively.
Now it's going to run to the right side and slips and falls. And there was a lot of slippage during pregame tonight in warm-ups. I noticed several of the receivers were slipping as they were making their cuts, and that could become an issue.
Yeah, if you don't have the right footwear on a wet, natural surface, when it gets a little wet and damp, you can lose your footing. And that time it looked like Ty Miller had blocks. He had some space to pick up that first down, but he slips as he's making a cut. And Clovis East goes 4 and out on their first possession.
And they'll punt the ball away. Bounces inside the 20, rolling inside the 10, and stops at about the 9. So an effective punt. And we'll get to see Clovis North on offense for the first time.
And we know what we're going to see with this Clovis North offense. They're going to lead with the rushing attack. Jackson Sinfeld, McKay Madsen, Andrew Chavez. But they do have weapons. Mario Cosma, a very accurate thrower of the football, upper 60s completion percentage this season. So they can throw it, but they do like to rely on the rushing attack. They like to play power football, and I think we're going to see a lot of that tonight out of this Clovis North offense.
This will be the first of many carries for Sinfeld across the 20, bumped out of bounds near the 25. That'll be a 1st and 10, brought to you by Lithia Subaru.
And one change, Braden Bitter, who we see as the middle linebacker for Clovis North, doesn't always play on offense, but he's lined up at the tight end position. He is a very physical run blocker, so they are going to run behind big number 8 tonight. That time he's lined up as the tight end, seals the edge, allows Sinfeld to get outside and pick up a first down.
Boy, you just saw the influence of Tim Simons with all of those guys shifting like that. On the right side, and there's an opening. There goes Sinfeld. He's at midfield. Can anybody catch him?
Nope.
Touchdown, Clovis North.
Just like that. You line up in empty, you shift back, you run nothing but straight power football. Seal here, a seal here, and Jackson Sinfeld hits that crease, and he is gone. Nobody is catching 21 when he gets into the open field.
And the touchdown is sponsored by Porta Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop.
Textbook offense. This is exactly what Clovis North wants to do. Get some big blockers out in front of their running backs, create a crease, and let those running backs go to work. Jackson Sinfeld, my goodness.
75 yards unofficially.
Dead ball, foul. False start. Offense. 5 yards. 1 unplayed down.
The extra point will be pushed back a little deeper. Whew. Again, the flag on the play brought to you by Fresno Suit Outlet.
No, we're talking about Clovis East as a big play offense. Tommy Nix, Harold Duval, Ty Miller, some really explosive weapons. This is just old school, line them up and block them, power football. They just happen to have on the Clovis North side a couple of running backs that can go the distance when they get some space. And Clovis East needs to figure some things out quickly on that sideline, how they're going to try and slow down this rushing attack from the Broncos.
An extra point is put through by Leo Valdivia, and it is 7-0 thanks to the 75-yard touchdown run by that young man, Jackson Sinfeld. Just a taste of what's to come.
We've seen it, the 2 games that we've had, Jackson Sinfeld or McKay Madsen. Jackson Sinfeld is a big, powerful runner of the football, but when he gets in space, he can go with the best of them. There's a lot of guys on that Clovis East defense that can run, and none of them could catch 21.
Closed captioning for tonight's broadcast is sponsored by KFC. Finger licking good.
But Clovis East, they have weapons. They have Ty Miller. They have all those guys that we've been talking about all night long. Just relax and play their game.
Boy, this time a booming kick into the end zone. That'll be a touchback. Yeah, what did I tell you?
Yeah. He kicked it like he looks like he
really
kicked it,
did.
right? That was a bomb.
So now Clovis East comes out behind in the game.
And, you know, they're a little bit like Fresno State, right? Fresno State's second and long, third and long. It doesn't matter. They can pick it up. Their offense allows them to do that. So they can play behind the six. They can play from behind. No reason to change anything about your approach to this football game. Oh.
Quarterback kept it, didn't get much. Let's go back downstairs to Kevin Miller. Kevin.
All right, thanks, Ralph. Of course, this game would be incomplete if we did not have Chris Stubner of Wendy's for the Chris Stubner Show. Chris, how you doing this evening?
Hey, this is football weather.
This is football, and it's football because you are here as well, and we've got a debut. This has not even been released yet. Will you tell us what I'm about to enjoy and satiate my hunger? I'm going to give you the mic. I'm going to grab this bag right here.
Kevin,
what's up?
Well, you know, we've had the Baconator.
What's up, Cam?
And then when breakfast rolled out, we started the breakfast Baconator.
Of course, had them all.
Well, now we have the pretzel bun Baconator.
Stop it. You put the Baconator in a pretzel bun?
But it's not starting until Monday. You're the first. I haven't even had one. Starting Monday, get your pretzel Baconator.
Or come see me and I'll hook you up. And then, to wash it down, what do we got?
Then, you know, we had the pumpkin frosty, right? For the Halloween time. Now we had the peppermint frosty is back by popular demand.
Of course it is.
So you can get those now. Those are on right now, peppermint frosty. And, you know, to tie into the frosty, you know, we had the Boo Books.
Yes, it went well.
So I want to share with everybody, and thanks everybody for the Boo Book sales. We were able to sell over $9.2 million in Boo Books, which goes to the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption and helps kids get out of foster care. So we're so proud of that. And the Central Valley, you pulled in for us, and, you know, we put our share into that $9.2 million.
And appreciate you so much. And we have appreciated you. You just celebrated an anniversary, Wendy's.
Yes, we're 50 years, oldest franchisee in the country. And we just celebrated our 50th year here in the Valley. We're locally owned and operated still. Joe Desmond, our founder.
Yep.
And, you know, we've employed many of your friends, your family, your neighbors over the years. We've given back to the community, you know, through Friday Night Rivals, through school fundraisers and your sports team fundraisers. And, you know, we're just here in the Valley.
That's right. You're part of the Valley and of the Valley, and 50 years. Here's the 50 more, and 50 more, and 50 more. We appreciate you, Chris Stubner. Ralph Cam, back to you. You're back next week, right? For the championship. Let's go, Baconator. Pretzel bun.
Cam likes the sweatshirt.
I just want to know where I can get one of those sweatshirts. A Baconator sweatshirt? Let's go.
Yeah. Miller with a deep drop, looking. Now he's going to take off. Across the 40, 45. Will be dragged down short of the first down marker.
Brayton Bitter not letting them get out. Clovis North, very simple approach defensively. A 3-deep zone. They are not going to allow these explosive wide receivers to get vertical. They're going to make them move the football down the field. That time, really nice job by Brayton Bitter. Ty Miller breaks the pocket. Brayton Bitter does not allow him to pick up more than 3 or 4 yards on that second down, setting up a 3rd and 11. And we'll see. Clovis North continues to play that 3-deep coverage. It does allow for a light box, so Clovis East has had some success running the football with Ty Miller. But 3rd and 11, going to have to put this ball in the air.
And he will. Looking deep to the near side. Has a receiver out there. Defenders go up. Ball is knocked away and incomplete.
That was that 3-deep coverage. So you have a post safety in the middle of the field. You have a cornerback on the deep third from hash to sideline. Tommy Nix running right down that hash, right in between those two deep defenders, but just a little bit too much air put on that ball, allowed the defenders to get there and knock that one in. I thought Tommy Nix was going to go up and bring that one in, but really nice job that time by Trent Rogers coming in and making a play on the football, knocking that one away. Ooh,
boy, another good
bounce
on the punt, and this one's going to go down near the 6-yard line, and they'll deaden it there. That's where the Clovis North Broncos will go back on offense when we come back. Timeout on the field, 6:55 to go in the first quarter. Clovis North leading Clovis East 7-0. All right, welcome back, everybody. 6:55 to go in the first quarter. Clovis North has the ball for the second time. The first time, Jackson Sinfeld took it to the house.
A good punt from Clovis East on that first possession, and then 2 plays, and Clovis North is celebrating in the end zone. Another good punt, nice rollout. Expect the same approach, although number 2, Vinny Cordoba, is always out wide, and he's usually in single coverage because of this rushing attack.
I don't even think he had broken through the right side when you said, uh-oh. You saw what was coming.
Yeah, we're up here, but you can see those creases develop, and that was a big one.
This is going to be penalty against Clovis East.
Dead ball, encroachment, defense. 5 yards.
Clovis East.
First down.
Flag on the play brought to you by Fresno Suit Outlet, home of the 3-suit deal. Penalty takes it out to the 11.
Calm down a little bit. They give up that quick touchdown. They looked a little sped up offensively. Now jumping off sides. They just have not been sharp the first half of this first quarter.
Hey, right after the game, stay tuned for Penn and Teller Fool Us. That's coming up on the CW59.
Can't fool Penn and Teller.
No, it's fun to try.
They know all the tricks.
Spriggs motions from one side to the other. Boy, another flinch on the line. Sinfeld carries it out to the 14.
Clovis East not being shy about what they want to do. I mean, there are 9 players within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. They are going to sell out to force Clovis North to do something different. The problem with that is Clovis North is really good at pulling these big linemen around and creating creases. And when there's no second-level defenders, man, it's really, really dangerous to play all these guys around the line of scrimmage, just like that.
There's another first down, and here he goes again. Sinfeld across midfield. Couple of carries, a couple of bombs. Touchdown, Broncos.
That's the danger. You have all of your bodies around the line of scrimmage. There is nobody deep enough to identify what the run is, where the football is going, and be free to get to the ball carrier. Everybody is bunched up around the line of scrimmage. So you get a seal here and a seal here. Jackson Sinfeld is to the house again, and you can see there is just a massive hole right in the middle of that Clovis East defense, and nobody's catching Jackson Sinfeld. Nobody. When he gets to the second level untouched, nobody is catching 21. So Clovis East, again, they're going to have to figure a different approach out defensively to see how they can try and slow this Clovis North rushing attack, and I think we have a player down.
All right, here's Kevin Miller with tonight's financial wellness tip. Kevin?
Here's Premier Valley Bank with your student financial tip. Invest in high-quality things. No, you don't want to spend all your money on trendy designer labels, but buying the cheapest option from a drop shipping site means you'll need to buy a replacement as soon as that one inevitably falls apart, especially when it comes to things you'll use often, like a mattress, winter coat, or kitchen knives. It pays to invest in good quality, timeless items that will last for years. This tip was brought to you by Premier Valley Bank, a division of HTLF Bank, and a local partner you can always depend on. HTLF Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Ralph, Cam, back to you.
Thank you, Kevin. 6 minutes into the game, that man you're looking at, a young man you're looking at, has rushed for more than 150 yards. 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's the real deal, man, and would not be surprised to see his name get some offers. I mean, made one guy miss, and then it's off to the races. Just this Clovis North offensive line, they're so big, they're so physical, but they're so technically sound. If they are making a block and they want to keep you out of a gap, they're going to turn you and keep you out of that gap. They are so well coached, and when you have the physical presence that they have with technical ability, and then you have explosive runners, it's a very dangerous combination. It's a reason why they're 11-0 right now and up 13-0.
Yeah, when the defense puts 8 guys up there in the box and you break through the box, there's nobody there.
Yeah, it's off to the races. And just what I was talking about before, Jackson Sinfeld broke that one off. Like, you're trying to put one guy in every gap and eliminate that space. But
the drive summary sponsored by EECU. You can summarize this drive fairly easily.
Here we go. I mean, you can see it at home. He makes one guy miss, and he is off to the races. But just great technical blocking up front from this Clovis North offensive line. We've seen it all year. But I wish we had a telestrator so we could show you down block here, kick out there, fullback coming around, leading up, and then Jackson Sinfeld. Once he's in the open field, he's gone.
All right, this kickoff is brought to you by Fresno, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram.
So I know the mindset of, hey, let's put everybody around the line of scrimmage because I know you're going to run the football. I want to take care of every gap. But when you're as skilled as Clovis North is up front, they will pick you apart. They will create creases, and then they have the guys that can go the distance when they get in open space.
Daniel Booker on the return out near the 30.
Well, it
and
looked
if
like
you're Clovis East, you say, let's just hold on to the ball for a while to keep it out of the other guy's hands.
Yeah, let's just go out and execute. Look like Landon Nesbitt, who's another one of their wide receivers, was hurt on that touchdown run. So we'll see who comes in, but not a lot going offensively so far. They took a deep shot, almost had Tommy Nix. They have worked those intermediate routes. If you're going to play a 3-deep zone and you're going to be off my receivers, I can press you vertical and sit down, and we can pick up 10 yards at a time, which is something Clovis East can do to have some success moving the football.
Miller with the pass complete out across the 40-yard line. Tonight's Smile Camp, sponsored by Toyota. With more hybrids than any other brand, there's one for everyone. Toyota, let's go places and let's see those smiles.
Love it.
All right, 1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru from outside the 40. Miller keeps it across the far side. Gained about 3 to the 45.
That's what it's been for this Clovis East offense. It's been RPO or zone read. That time outside zone read. Ty Miller keeps it, picks up 3, or it's RPO. He's going to keep it or hand it off or get rid of it quickly. Or that intermediate route where they use to pick up that first down. Throw it right around the sticks. We know these corners are going to play soft coverage because they don't want to give up a vertical shot. So let's use that to move the football down the football field.
They'll hand it off. This is Graves out near midfield. So it'll be 3rd down and about 2.
3rd and 2, and probably, unless there's a sack or a big loss of yardage, probably 4-down territory. You're down 14-0. Clovis North has run like 5 plays offensively, and they have 14 points. So it's critical that Clovis East is able to move the sticks and keep this football on offense.
Miller's going to run. Got away from Bitter. Gets across midfield. Going to be very close to the first down. That was Dominic Mercurio on the stop. And they will give him the 1st and 10. Sponsored by Fresno Subaru.
Yeah, able to move the sticks. Again, quarterback designed run game. Ty Miller using that block. Braden Bitter went inside, had a Mercurio outside, and Ty Miller just physical enough to pick up a first down.
Lithia Subaru doesn't get a lot of chances when Clovis North has the ball because there aren't first downs, there's touchdowns. Now Miller's going to throw to the near side. Has the receiver complete out near the 25-yard line. Tristan Kircher making the catch.
And that's what is available to Clovis East in the passing game. Clovis North is not going to press out wide. They are going to play their corners off. They are not going to give up a vertical shot. So that type of a passing game, right around the sticks, 10 to 15 yards, is going to be open all night long.
Graves up the middle to the 30. Picked up about 4.
It's a nice drive, though, from Clovis East. They have relied on Ty Miller in the run game, but a couple of positive plays, handing the ball off to his running backs and then utilizing that intermediate passing game to move the sticks.
Graves again, taken down as he gets inside the 30. About the 27-yard line. So another third down and 3.
And this is all up to Ty Miller. Ty Miller can hand it. He can keep it. I mean, he has full control of this offense post-snap.
He'll hand it off. Graves has the first down. Finally tackled near the 22. So 1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru.
Clovis North, they're accounting for Ty Miller in the run game, so there is that inside zone. Ty Miller hands it off, and there is some space in the middle of this Clovis North defense.
Okay, Miller running with the ball.
Ball out.
Fumble, ball comes out. Clovis North says it's Broncos football, and it is.
Mercurio has it. They haven't seen him, but he had the football. Braden Bitter able to get his hand on that one and knock it away. Ty Miller actually made him miss. Was going to continue with the ball, but he stuck that right arm in right there and was able to knock it out. And Clovis North with a huge turnover. Clovis East had finally found some rhythm offensively. Ty Miller is controlling where the football goes. He's efficient with it. And then Braden Pitter gets that big right paw on the football and knocks it away. Dominic Mercurio is able to pick it up, and Clovis North right back on offense.
See if they do anything differently with their defensive alignment here. Not to have so many guys up there, but they got a bunch.
Dead ball, encroachment, defense, 5 yards, first down.
Flag on the play, brought to you by Fresno Suit Outlet. This looks similar to the last time they had the ball down here. There was a 5-yard penalty, got them kind of away from that goal line, and then number 21 did most of the rest of the work.
Sinfeld's got a crease, and he was celebrating in the end zone. Clovis East, they're sticking with 9 guys around the football, right around the line of scrimmage.
Cosmo with the pitch to Sinfeld on the right side, and that's open again. He's heading down the sideline at midfield. This time he's going to be run down and tackled, but wow.
I mean,
they've seen something over there.
It's really not extremely complicated. If you're going to pack so tight to the line of scrimmage, I'm going to pull some big bodies out wide, and I'm going to get them on the edge. I don't care that you have bodies inside because we're running out wide, and we're going to block you off and give our running back a crease. That time, luckily, Harold Duvall's on the football field, took an angle, was able to bring Jackson Sinfeld down, but same approach from this. They're not going to change. If Clovis East continues to do this defensively, Clovis North will do this for 4 straight quarters.
Cosmo with the handoff. And not much there.
Yeah.
No gain on that play. Andrew Chavez, the runner. Stay tuned for your Xfinity halftime show. It's coming up at halftime.
Yeah, nice job that time. Danielle Booker, kind of a corner blitz coming off the edge, was unblocked and able to bring Andrew Chavez down for no gain.
Cosma, hands off. Chavez again, trying the right side. That's a gain of 2. And it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, really playing with 6 guys on the line of scrimmage. 4 down linemen, 2 outside linebackers just outside of those defensive ends. 2 inside linebackers right around the line of scrimmage. They've done a nice job these last couple plays of not allowing Clovis North to wall them off and setting up a big 3rd and about 8.
High snap. Cosma went and got it. Ball carrier's going to be stopped short of the 35. As the final second's going to run out. Tonight's first quarter, sponsored by BD&J Lawyers. Over $1.5 billion recovered for our clients. So we played a quarter. It's 14-0. Clovis North over Clovis East. 2 touchdowns by Jackson Sinfeld. Long touchdown. Welcome back, everybody, as we get set to start the second quarter. Broncos leading the Timberwolves 14-0. Clovis North has the football.
Yeah, 4th and 5 at the Clovis East 35. Obviously 4 down territory for Clovis North. Offensively, they'll run it on 4th and 5. There's nothing that says they're going to put the ball in the air. This is normally a passing down. We'll see what Clovis North does. No Jackson Sinfeld in the game.
He's not been in there for the last several plays. Cosma keeps it, looking. Throws, may have been deflected at the line of scrimmage and incomplete.
Yeah, it's a big stop. It was deflected, and he had Vinny Cordoba in the seam just in behind that second level defender, but Clovis East defender was able to knock that one down and get off the football field. That's a big stop after the turnover for Clovis East.
Tonight's second quarter is brought to you by Sang Pediatrics.
Yeah, no Jackson Sinfeld on that series right there, and Clovis East gets their first stop of the night. And we were talking about it earlier. They have the explosive ability offensively. Tommy Nix, Harold Duvall, both lined up on the right side, so you have to account for both of those guys in the vertical passing game.
Yeah, Nix has been quiet so far. Let's see if they target him now. Going over to that sideline. A little high on the pass and incomplete.
Yeah, this is a nice defensive game plan so far from Clovis North. Vinny Cordoba is actually playing that post safety position. Now Andrew Chavez is that down safety, so he is responsible for putting some hands on Tommy Nix and then expanding out to that number 1 receiver, was able to get underneath that outcut and almost knock it away. And then Vinny Cordoba's right in the seam to not allow Tommy Nix in the vertical game.
Second down, Graves the ball carrier. Big thank you to our trophy sponsor, Ace Trophy in Clovis, for all your custom award design needs.
3rd and 3, and Clovis East, they've established a little bit of that rushing attack there. The running backs have had some success in the middle of this Clovis North defense.
Have Caleb Slocum in the backfield now. And he'll get the handoff. Picking his way through the defenders, has the first down across midfield, down to the 45 of Clovis North. 1st and 10, brought to you by Lithia Subaru of Fresno.
That is a big
first down.
That's a big sophomore running back, too. 5'10", 210, Caleb Slocum. That time able to break a couple tackles around the line of scrimmage and pick up a big first down for this Clovis East offense.
Pump fake. Now Miller's going to run. Penalty. I see a penalty flag come in. I think I did at about midfield.
Yep.
Flag on the play, brought to you by Fresno Suit Outlet, home of the 3-suit deal.
Just another, self-inflicted wound from Clovis East tonight. A nice pickup on first down from a quarterback scramble, and now you're going backwards.
Holding. Offense. 10 yards. First down.
We have Don Smith in here to make any calls if he can help us, but it's been event-free right now. Joe Kitchen's handling everything down there.
Oh, Joe's got to love it. You like it when the kids come and play, and you just enjoy watching them play.
Been smooth. Miller is looking, can't get it off, and is taken down in the backfield.
Yeah, Clovis North is prepared. They have a good understanding of how Clovis East is trying to attack them in the passing game. All three levels covered, short, intermediate, the vertical game. They are doing a really nice job defensively of not giving Ty Miller any options to attack them vertically. He has to go through his progressions, and that time that Clovis North defensive line was able to get home.
2nd down and 22. Miller being chased to the sideline. He'll just throw it away. That play fell apart from the start.
Yeah, again, a two-level route out wide, a flat route with a corner in behind, just a smash concept, but Clovis North, every receiver covered. That time Ty Miller tried to get outside the pocket and extend it, but just nowhere to go with the football. Had to throw that one away, and this, setting up a 3rd and 22, just try not to make a big mistake if you're Ty Miller.
Miller looking, now he's throwing to the far sideline. Has a receiver, incomplete. That was intended for Nix. And number 12 defending, Montrell Beasley, with a nice defensive play to knock the ball away.
Oh, man, it looked like Tommy Nix got his hands on the football. Ty Miller put it up top, gave Tommy Nix a chance to come down with that one, but just through the hands. That was a shot that Ty Miller threw to the opposite side of the football field. I said, don't make a big mistake. He was like, whatever, I'm going to make a big play. It's just as good as a punt if something bad happens. Almost another just near big play for Tommy Nix in the passing game, and another great punt.
It's been the best part of the Clovis East game tonight is the punting. That's going to be a touchback.
Man, just barely.
Yeah, just barely. Tickle along that sideline, but into the end zone. So let's see if Sinfeld comes back in after sitting out the last series. Yeah, number 21 is back in there.
Yeah, we'll see if Clovis East takes the same approach as they've taken his first 3 Clovis North possessions. Had success getting off the football field that last series, but Clovis North has really done a nice job of creating creases for Jackson Sinfeld when he's in the football game.
Sinfeld pushes the pile out close to the 25. Let's go back downstairs to Kevin Miller. Kevin?
This student-athlete health tip is sponsored by Sang Pediatrics. Be honest about your injuries. Studies estimate that about 20% of athletes will have at least one concussion, and that likely is an underestimate due to athletes trying to hide their injury so that they can play in the game or the next game. However, if you have another concussion soon after the first one, the road to recover is longer and tougher. If you are honest about your injury, you will likely recover faster. Remember, it is better to miss the next game rather than the next season, so be honest. Ralph Cam, back to you.
Thank you, Kevin. McKay Manson came in to run the Wildcat, and nothing there.
Yeah, nice job by Clovis East defensively, making the adjustment. They're matching personnel, so they're putting an extra defensive lineman in the game when Clovis North is going with big personnel. When they spread them out, they're adding an extra athlete on the field. That time, nice job. Nothing going on the Wildcat run from McKay Matson.
The pitch to Matson. Cuts back. Finds an opening. 40, midfield. Now it's a race. Inside the 30, 25, 20. Finally shoved out of bounds at about the 16-yard line.
And give me a breather. the toss, pulling big bodies around. That's been the most successful approach from Clovis North tonight, is getting their backs out wide in space with blockers in front, pulling a couple of big bodies around, getting McKay Matson out wide, and then what a cutback going all the way back across the grain. The angle able to keep McKay Matson out of the end zone, but first down at the 15 for the Clovis North Broncos.
In the Toyota red zone. Sinfeld, now he's got it the middle. Pushes his way inside the 10. Down to about the 7.
A couple of Clovis East defenders on the ground in the backfield. In fact, one cramp.
Well, while they tend to what looks like cramps, we'll take a break. So stay with us. 14-0, Clovis North with the lead. All right, welcome back, everybody. 7:26 to go in the second quarter. Clovis North with a 14-0 lead and threatening inside the 10 of Clovis East. Jackson Sinfeld, number 21, has both touchdowns on long runs. He's got to be close to 200 yards rushing with 7:26 to go before halftime.
On not very many touches either. He has not carried it.
3 long runs.
7 or 8 times in this football game.
Give it to him again, and he keeps it this time. He faked me out. The quarterback dashes into the end zone untouched. Cosmo with the touchdown. What a great fake on me anyway. And I guess on the defense too, the way it emptied out.
Why would you not think 21's getting the football the way he's played tonight? Perfect time coming out of the timeout. Vince Brandstatter dials up a little zone read. Mario Cosmo holding that mesh, letting everybody think that Jackson Sinfeld is getting that football. Defensive end crashes down to try to tackle 21. Mario Cosmo pulls it out, able to walk into the end zone to put Clovis North up 20-0. Perfectly executed zone read that time from Mario Cosmo to put Clovis North back in the end zone.
Valdivia with the extra point, and a late flag comes in. It's 21-0, but let's check the flag. Flag on the play is brought to you by Fresno Suit Outlet. It came in well after the kick.
Yeah, pretty deep in that backfield as well. Harry Miller, he was a pretty good football player himself. Edison, Oklahoma, Fresno City. He's a good player. Our side judge tonight. Running into the kicker. 5 yards on the kickoff. They'll take that. McKay Matson booted to try to boot it into the end zone again. But great execution. Again, power. Then Clovis North spreads them out in the red zone. Watch Mario Cosmo just hold this mesh, read that defensive.
Running into the kicker.
Down.
Defense. Extra point is good. Penalty be assessed on the kickoff.
By the way, that touchdown sponsored by Porta Subs, your neighborhood sandwich shop.
That's just about as easy as it gets for a quarterback running one in. 21, everybody's keying 21. You hold that mesh, you read that.
What a dirty trick to play on everybody on that defense.
You read that edge player and just pull it and walk into the end zone. Great call by Vince Brandstatter. You know everybody's keying on 21. Spread them out, create some space for your quarterback if he's going to keep it.
This kickoff is brought to you by Fresno Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Hey, Matson's getting the hang of this. The return out across the 15-20. 25-yard line. That's Graves on the run back.
Yeah, nice return. And, Clovis East is not out of this football game. They have weapons. They just have not really hit those weapons down the field yet. Deep ball to Tommy Nix in the seam that was knocked away right at the last second. And then that last possession, it looked like Tommy Nix was going to bring one in down the sideline for a big gain just out of his hands. They have just missed a couple of big shots to number one, who we know is a big play receiver. Harold Duvall, another big play receiver. So, just as quick as Clovis North has scored tonight, Clovis East has that same ability on offense.
And they would love to start showing it right now. Miller's pass toward the sideline nearly picked up. Great anticipation on that route by Trent Rogers.
Trent Rogers is sitting at the sticks. He's playing 10 yards off. He's responsible for that deep outside third. As soon as he saw Ty Miller come up and throw that one out wide, he was breaking on the football. Clovis, he's lucky that he did not pick that one and take it back the other way.
Miller going to swing the pass over to Graves, cuts it back at the 35, out across the 40 to about the 41-yard line. Here's Kevin Miller with tonight's financial wellness tip. Kevin?
Thanks, Ralph. Here's Premier Valley Bank with your student financial tip. Invest in high-quality things. No, you don't want to spend all your money on trendy designer labels, but buying the cheapest option from a drop shipping site means you'll need to buy a replacement as soon as that one inevitably falls apart. Especially when it comes to things you'll use often, like a mattress, winter coat, or kitchen knives. It pays to invest in good quality, timeless items that will last for years. This tip was brought to you by Premier Valley Bank, a division of HTLF Bank, and a local partner you can always depend on. HTLF Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Ralph, Cam, back to you.
All right, thank you, Kevin. Here's the call.
Holding, offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
One of the guys out on the perimeter was holding right in front of the play and in front of the official.
Yeah, you can get away with that inside sometimes. You can't get away with it right in front of the official. It's too many eyes on you out wide.
1st and 19. Pass is complete. Out near midfield now goes Nix after making the catch. They'll spot it at the 49.
It's a nice play. They send Lindsey Graves out in motion, so he's the flat guy, and then they bring in that little curl route right in front of or behind the flat guy, and there's a lot of space in the middle of that Clovis North defense because that back goes wide.
Miller picks up the first down, then goes out of bounds over on the far sideline at about the 45 of Clovis North. 1st and 10, sponsored by Lithia Subaru.
Another nice drive getting started. Clovis East has done a good job, overcame that holding penalty. Now 1st and 10 on the Clovis North side of the football field. Just have to put some points on the board.
Miller swallowed up as he was just about ready to unload. Darius Story, number 85. One of those in on the sack.
That was a coverage sack. Clovis East just over the 50-yard line, take a shot territory. Aiden Wilson and Harold Duvall trying to take a deep shot, just step for step on the defensive side for Clovis North. Ty Miller had to pull that one down and loss of 5 on 1st down.
So now it's 2nd and 15. Miller, the short pass. Nix breaks free at the 30. Down the sideline at the 20. Knocked out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. Dominic Mercurio may have saved a touchdown with that last hit.
Yeah, Tommy Nix, though, get him the football. That time just a little, hitch route. He's in space. He makes a couple guys miss, gets to the sideline, and Clovis East for the first time tonight, 1st and goal.
In the Toyota red zone. Slocum in the backfield. He takes the handoff. Down to the 5, maybe inside the 5.
Yeah, this is just our old friend box count. This is just box count for Clovis East. 4 wide receivers out wide. I'm going to determine if I have a numbers advantage in the box based on how you line up that time. Clovis East had the numbers advantage. Give it to Slocum, and Slocum's able to put him first and goal from just outside the 5-yard line.
Got whistles for a timeout. All right, take a look at the view from the H&E scissor lift. Gives us our aerial footage. Our thanks to H&E Equipment for their help with our equipment rentals for our FNR games. H&E Equipment, where others stop, we continue.
Yeah, timeout on offense. Just to talk things over. I mean, this is a huge possession for Clovis East. You have to get a touchdown on this possession. First and goal, positive yards, now second and goal from the 5, down 21-0. Clovis North is going to get the football back before halftime. They get the ball back.
And after halftime.
Right, coming out of halftime. So you have to put 7 points on the board if you're Clovis East, if you want to continue to give yourself a chance in this football game. That time didn't like the alignment, use the timeout offensively to make sure, because this possession is so important, make sure everybody understands what we're trying to do here. It looks like a little bit of the same. 4 wide receivers, should be RPO. Man-to-man coverage.
Miller looking, pulls it down, he's going to run. Down near the goal line, takes a hard hit. Just short of the goal line.
Yeah, the man coverage, nobody open again. This Clovis North secondary has played really, really good football tonight. Ty Miller just using his legs, nearly got into the end zone, and this is 100%.
There was Story that kept him out of the end zone. Now see if they can do it on 3rd and 1.
2 downs inside the 1 to try to put a touchdown on the board.
Oh, and he slips and falls. Again, I was talking about that earlier. Guys have been slipping out here.
Yeah, it's the second time tonight. Ty Miller himself has slipped in that offensive backfield and cost him some yardage.
Stay tuned for your Xfinity halftime show featuring the Educator Spotlight, sponsored by EECU. But instead of being 3rd down from the 1, it's 3rd down from the 7.
Yeah, looks like man coverage
4th
again.
Down. Check that. It's 4th down.
From Clovis North. We'll see if they bring pressure. It looks like they're bringing some extra bodies.
Pass over the middle is knocked away, and here comes a flag.
Oh, no.
Wow.
He must have grabbed him from behind. I think he got there right on time, but he must have hooked with that offhand to bring that right hand in front. Holding, that's not holding, right? That's pass interference. He didn't have time to hold him on that one. The ball was in the air.
Yeah, I'd like to see the replay.
Yeah, let's see it again. We got the guy who can tell us.
I mean, I thought another, great play by Trent Rogers, got there right as the ball was there. We'll see if he just hooked him with that left arm. Not sure we can see it there, but
holding defense. Half the distance to the goal. 4th down.
Because it sure seemed like the defensive guy had great position, got around, hand on the ball, incomplete.
So they'll spot it just inside the 3. The fake to Slocum, and then the pass to the end zone, incomplete.
Yeah,
Nix, the intended receiver. Chavez celebrating with the rest of the defensive unit because they held. Wow.
So defensive holding as opposed to pass interference, not an automatic first down in high school football?
That is correct. They had the holding, so the holding is half the distance, and replay the down. Had it been pass interference on the defense, it would have been an automatic first down.
Yeah, man, it's a big call. I mean, that's kind of a hedge your bet call. Maybe it wasn't quite enough to be a penalty, but I threw the penalty, so I'm going to call holding and give him one shot. I mean, great job by Clovis North getting off the football field on 4th down.
And you said Clovis East had to score a touchdown in that possession. It really hurts not to get any points.
Yeah, I mean, you're 3rd and goal from the 1 yard line.
And your quarterback slips.
Yeah, your quarterback slips. Then you get a penalty and you're, 4th and goal from the 3. But Andrew Chavez, that was a great play. Tommy Nix was open. Andrew Chavez got that arm around, was able to knock it away. We talked about him before the game being a big piece of that Clovis North defense. I mean, that's a huge play to keep them out of the end zone. Now they can try to milk this clock. You'd be totally happy going in at halftime up 21-0, knowing you're getting the ball coming out to start the second half.
Sinfeld gets the 2nd down carry.
Stays
on his feet out across the 10, maybe the 11-yard line, and he thought he might have been able to break another one.
Man, we would have talked about this game from Jackson Sinfeld for a long time if he was able to get out of that tackle from Harold Duval, because he would have been gone 95 yards to the house. But nice job by Harold Duval holding on to Jackson Sinfeld just enough to get him down.
Fans, you can watch a replay of tonight's game. Head over to YouTube, search for Friday Night Rivals on CW59. Click on the FNR logo.
So big body for Clovis North coming in, big bodies for Clovis East coming in on that defensive line. 4 down and 2 outside linebackers getting ready for that power run game.
3rd down and 2. Sinfeld going to be stopped short of the 1st down.
Yeah, good job coming off the edge that time. That's the 2nd time that we've seen the edge player from Clovis East able to come scot-free off the edge, tackle a Clovis North running back in the backfield before they get to the line of scrimmage. And that's a big stop from Clovis East. 1 timeout left. Minute 35 left on the clock. I mean, plenty of time for Clovis East, who should start this possession, with good field position to try to put some points on the board before halftime.
Timberwolves just took a timeout. It's 4th down and 3. You would expect Clovis North is going to punt this ball away. This TV timeout is sponsored by Ventura TV, Electronics and Appliances, your low price leader since 1951.
Yeah, it's a big stop. I mean, it was 3rd and short, which is, that's a down that Clovis North excels on, 3rd down and short, and Clovis East is able to get a big stop to get the ball back before halftime. Clovis North picks up a 1st down, and Clovis East, they're not going to see the football again until, after the first possession of the second half. So big stop, and Tommy Nix, extremely dangerous as a punt returner. He's lined up on the Clovis North 40-yard line. So
Manson's the up man. Would you take a chance here?
Up 21-0. We're just going to kick this ball away. We don't want to, but we're not going to do anything that can give Clovis East an even better opportunity to put points on the board before halftime.
And they will kick it away. Not very high, but it's going to get a good Clovis North roll down. Close to the 45, but not much.
Let those seconds tick off. Just let that ball sit right there. Yeah, minute 25 left. Really good field position. Best starting field position of the night for Clovis East. The Clovis North 44-yard line. 1 timeout. Plenty of time. They can execute their regular offense. They can still run the football. Clock stops for the chains to set after a 1st down. So just run your offense. Let Ty Miller do what he does. Try to get it to some receivers in space. A little run after the catch. See if they can put some points on the board before halftime.
Looking to throw. Now he's trying to buy some time, scrambling away from pressure to the near side at midfield. Lets it go, and it's incomplete.
Looked way out of bounds to me.
Looked like he was out of bounds. Maybe when he threw it, it looked like he was out of bounds.
Oh, that receiver was well out of bounds when he caught that football. Yeah, they're calling it. Okay, I thought he called it complete for a second, but they're walking back. Yeah, again, good coverage. This Clovis North secondary has been extremely impressive with how they've handled these receivers for Clovis East tonight.
2nd and 10. Miller looking left, now over the middle. Throws the pass, and it's picked off, intercepted by Clovis North, and Chavez does it again.
We talked about Andrew Chavez before the game. He had 2 on Ty Miller the first time they played. This is just heads-up football. They're trying to run that little inside bending route right in behind the hook player, and Andrew Chavez just rolls underneath. Aiden Wilson is able to come up with that football. What a play by 23. He's responsible for the flat, but nobody's out to the flat, so he's going to roll underneath that number 1 receiver and come up with that football. What a play by Andrew Chavez. 3rd interception of the season just from Ty Miller for number 23, and Clovis North with 1:11 left and before this half is over.
Cosmin Sinfel and taken down by Nix for a loss. And it looks like Clovis East has figured out something defensively to take down Sinfel.
Yeah, they put some bigger bodies on the defensive line. So 3 big defensive tackle type bodies in the middle of that defense for Clovis East, and they're able to not allow those Clovis North offensive linemen to get up to the second level and create those big running lanes for Jackson Sinfel. Been a nice adjustment from this Clovis East defense.
The pitch to Sinfel, maybe he's just worn out. But there was not much there as he helps up the guy who tackled him. Tonight's second quarter has been sponsored by Sang Pediatrics. And it looks like they're just going to be content to let the final seconds tick off, and they'll go to the locker room with a very healthy lead. A good first half for Clovis North. The Broncos halfway through this Division I section semifinal with a 21-0 lead over Clovis East. We'll be back with the halftime right after this. Welcome to the halftime show, everybody. It's sponsored by Xfinity. Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi for an incredibly fast and powerful connection only from Xfinity. And here to take us through halftime, as always, is the great Kevin Miller, trying to stay dry down there.
It's starting to come down, Ralph, but that's all right because we're in our element. It's the Xfinity halftime report, and it's time for the Vince Wesson Scholar Athlete, brought to you by Wendy's and those $3 Biggie Bundles. What a pair, what a duo. And I'm here with senior from Clovis North, Gustavo Gomez. Gustavo, how you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good tonight, yeah.
Yeah, playing hard out there. Broncos are looking good. What position do you play for the Broncos?
I play left guard on the O-line.
All right, man, big fella up front. And here's the thing, Gustavo, I'm going to brag on you a little bit. 4.16 GPA, y'all. So he's taking care of it on the field and in the classroom. And Gustavo, you're involved in some clubs and co-curricular activities.
Yeah, I'm president of the coding club. I'm part of the Latino club, math team, and science Olympiad.
All right, coding club. What are y'all doing there?
We teach other people to code, and we do competitions.
All right, fantastic. And then as a senior, we're probably looking towards plans for next year. Not too soon, but what are your thoughts for next year?
Right now, I'm applying to colleges, and I'm looking to get into a great computer science program.
Fantastic. Well, Gustavo, now you go into the running for a $5,000 scholarship courtesy of Wendy's. That sounds pretty good, right?
That sounds great.
Yeah, the Wendy's and the scholarship. Well, congratulations to you. This is Gustavo Gomez. He's going to get with his team, and they're going to rock it in the second half. Our Vince Wesson Scholar Athlete. And we'll be back with more Xfinity Halftime Report right after this.
Thank you, sir.
Way to go, man. Yeah. Go get with your team. We appreciate you. All right? Good luck. Welcome back to the Xfinity Halftime Report. It's now time for our Educator Spotlight, brought to you by EECU. And we've got something really special for you. Actually, our beloved principals have something very special for you. From Clovis East, Dr. Ryan Isley, and then, of course, from Clovis North, Dr. Joshua Shapiro. And they brought some students along because, well, in the immortal words of Queen Latifah, UNITY, unity. Unity Week is something that exists at our Clovis Unified campuses, particularly at Clovis East and at Clovis North. Clovis East, you just had yours 2 weeks ago. And Kinsey, what was the driving force behind Unity Week?
Yeah, so we held our 8th annual Unity Week last week on our campus, and that is to educate the students and inspire them to maybe come out of their comfort zone, educate themselves about other cultures around them, and really we wanted to represent all the diversity on our campus because there really is so much. I believe we just hit 32 languages actually spoken on our campus, and it's just a beautiful thing to really bring our students, and I think it highlights really what Clovis East is all about and our greatest strength.
Oh, go T-Wolves. And then Napoon, what were some of the events that occurred during Unity Week?
So some of the events we did were constant lunchtime activities throughout the entire week, which included bracelet makings to help students represent their flags on campus, a cultural carnival with games played during lunch, and as well as our 8th annual Unity Assembly, which highlighted all the amazing different cultures on our campus.
Fantastic. And then we really appreciate you sharing Clovis East. And then just this week, Clovis North had their Unity Week. And Ava, we had some events that were occurring during lunch. Yeah?
Yes, this week during lunch we had music from many cultures playing at lunch, and then we also did arts and crafts from a ton of different cultures to teach all of our students about cultures and the diversity on our campus. And we also had a fashion show that walked around at lunch wearing all of their cultural clothes.
Fantastic. And then we were inspired by Inspire, Ava. Share with us.
Yeah, so part of our Unity Week activities.
Sophie, that is.
Yes. Part of our Unity Week activities included Inspire, which is a multicultural talent and special education show that Clovis North has put on for the students, by the students, in order to allow students to celebrate and embrace their cultural heritage and to share it with everybody else on campus. The show included multicultural performances, poetry reads, and special education performances as well.
Sophie, thank you so much. Bringing students together, bringing the community together. Dr. Shapiro, Dr. Isley, well done. We can see why at Friday Night Rivals, why you selected these phenomenal, amazing, difference-making students. Hey, that's the Xfinity Halftime Report, but we're going to be back for more right after this. Oh, that's fantastic. Fantastic. Xfinity Halftime Report, and this is a very special halftime report because we have Xfinity right here, our primary sponsor, in the face of Aaron Cruz. Aaron, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing good. Glad to be out here. Glad to sponsor tonight's game and just show some love back to the community.
Indeed. Not just this game, but all entire season, Friday Night Rivals. We have really especially enjoyed our halftime report, courtesy of Xfinity. And okay, 5G has treated us all well, but I'm just going to set the table right now. Are we talking 10G?
10G. So that's the future, right? Yeah. So right now we're thinking every household has anywhere from 10 to 15 devices hooked up. We're going to get to 30. We're going to get to 40. So we need 10,000 megabits down, right? Extend the 10G, 10,000 megabits up to make sure we're able to support all the households in the future.
All right. I was tracking you, but it makes sense, right? And it's going to happen 10G. Mind-blowing, courtesy of Xfinity. And one thing we appreciate, of course, your involvement with Friday Night Rivals, the partnership with the community, and then Internet Essentials. Can you share with us a little bit more about how that's carrying on?
Yeah, of course. So Internet Essentials, it was a partnership we started about 10 years ago. We began to see that digital divide in the households, some families falling behind due to, income constraints. So we developed the program, $10 a month, being able to get high-speed internet to be able to provide to those low-income families and get them into the digital age.
Yeah, courtesy of Xfinity. Yes, indeed. Yeah. And then Project Up is also about the community.
Absolutely. So we love the community, right? So Project Up is we're putting lift zones all across California, all across the United States. We already have 20 in the Central Valley. So these lift zones, people can come that don't have internet, work on their resumes, work on their homework, do interviews, whatever it might be, making sure they're just connected to the internet.
Beautiful. We are convinced it's all about Xfinity. Aaron Cruz, thank you so much of Xfinity for being here and promoting Friday Night Rivals and our community. And we're going to be back with more of Xfinity Halftime Report right after this. Heck yeah, man. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. Right on. Welcome back to the Xfinity Halftime Report, and it's now time to feature Les Schwab. And of course, the last time we were on air, we mentioned that the toy drive, the Les Schwab toy drive in partnership with the CW59 and Fox 26 is alive and well. Visit any one of the 17 local Les Schwab locations and bring in an unwrapped brand new toy and donate that so that we can make a difference in our community, just like Les Schwab is doing all over the Central Valley, all over the state, all over the nation. You too can make a difference. Les Schwab, doing what's right matters. And of course, that toy drive is what matters. And also what matters is our annual traditional cheer challenge tire roll. And behind me, just over my shoulder, we have the team from Clovis North and of course the team from Clovis East. Who will it be? Let us get ready. All right. On your marks, set, go! And they're off. The Broncos are pushing hard early. They won the last time we were on air. I gotta duck. Oh my gosh, they're gonna run into him. It's gonna be a collision. Oh my gosh, we're down, but not out. We are down, but not out. Sierra Gomez making the sacrifice for the team, just like she plays libero for the volleyball team. She made that pass perfectly. I don't know, we need a judge's read on this. That was very close. So North, very unorthodox. Clovis East, a straight line. But by a nose, it goes to the Broncos of Clovis North. And last time we needed a video replay, instant replay. We'll see if, in fact, Ralph and Cam have some footage. We can diagnose it, get the telestrator out there, and make it happen. That is good stuff. So, hey, we're going to be back with more second half action right after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Clovis North Broncos.
Welcome back, everybody. I want to say be sure to join us on November 20th for our next playoff game, right? Wait a minute, that's not the 20th.
Next week? 24th?
24th. November 24th. We will have a championship game in some division.
We may be right back
Might
here,
be right
possibly,
back here.
if this one continues to go the way it has gone the first half.
Central is leading Liberty at halftime.
21-7, too, so could be a track matchup.
All right, tonight's halftime show has been sponsored by Xfinity. Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi for an incredibly fast and powerful connection only from Xfinity. Clovis North's going to get the ball to start this third quarter. What a first half. Jackson Sinfeld, 236 yards rushing on 10 carries.
That is not bad, as they say, and 2 touchdowns. He did a lot of work in that first half.
Tonight's third quarter is sponsored by Own a Car, home of the $500 down sales event. So he's averaging almost 24 yards a carry.
Yeah, no big deal. Just a couple first downs every time he touches it, moving the football field down the field.
We've got him with touchdown runs of 75 and 86 yards. So that puts you over $150 right there.
Yeah.
And then he had a long run that finally caught him before he got to the end zone.
I think Harold Duvall finally ran him down. But he's just, third time we've seen him this year, and he has been impressive every time that we've seen him. And he's not disappointed tonight at all.
Closed captioning for tonight's broadcast is sponsored by KFC, Finger Lickin' Good.
21-0, maybe a surprise onside kick from Clovis East. They have stopped Clovis North on their last 3 possessions, so have been able to get some defensive stops. So you can kick it deep, try and make a stop, get the ball back for your offense. But see if there's anything from this Clovis North kick return team that gives you something that you think you can exploit. Try to take advantage of that. But it looks like Clovis North in perfect position on that front line.
This kickoff is brought to you by Fresno Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Taken by one of the up men out across the 35, all the way out to the 40. is Chavez, who came up with a big defensive play to end the first half. So, good field position to start this second half drive.
Yeah,
First down from the 40.
We've seen Clovis North come out first play, second half, take a deep shot. Vinny Cordoba down the sideline. We'll see if that's the case here.
He's at the bottom of the screen, I think, right there.
Yeah,
Number
singled
2.
up on Danielle Booker. No safety help.
A lot of guys in the box. They say, we don't care, we're going to run it anyway. And a gain of 5.
Yeah, but I guarantee you someone that's sitting right over on the other side of us is talking to Vince Brandstater and say, Vinny Cordoba is singled up and there's no help.
Okay.
If we can max protect and give Mario Cosma time, we are going to hit a big play down the football field.
Sinfeld held to 5 yards on that carry. Was going to really damage his average of 24 yards a carry.
Same thing. Single coverage, 4 yards off the ball, no help.
They stick with Sinfeld and maybe a yard.
Yeah, Clovis East, since they've gone to that kind of 3 defensive tackle, 2 outside linebacker alignment, they've had more success against the rushing attack from Clovis North. No creases, but not allowing those offensive linemen to get up to the second level and create those big holes for Jackson Sinfeld.
So Clovis East made the adjustment. What's the counter adjustment by Clovis North?
Well, Clovis North, they've tried to hit the perimeter a couple times. They've had success, but it's throwing the football, taking advantage of the opportunities you have in single coverage out wide.
Levi Spriggs on the receiving end. And that's going to be a first down, 1st and 10. Sponsored by K1 Speed, Arrive and Drive.
Yeah, that was nicely done. Play action pass. Roll Mario Cosma out to his left. Able to find Levi Spriggs just wide open coming across the field. And it's like he ran into Vinny Cordoba at the end of that play. He was trying to make a block coming off the football field.
Oh, a little juke to the outside where there's room for McKay Madsen down close to the 30 before he's run out of bounds.
Nice run, you're right. Just that little hesitation and then explosion from McKay Madsen gave him just enough time to get to the perimeter and move the chains. It was a nice run. Nothing really going inside on that run. He slowed down and then accelerated and was able to hit the edge. Nice run from McKay Madsen there.
Another 1st and 10 sponsored by K1 Speed. Madsen gets it again, and he's tripped up in the backfield by Nix.
It's almost automatic when Clovis North has that tight end with those 2 wingbacks. If they're going, if they're pulling around to the opposite side, that cornerback who has nobody to cover then, he's automatically coming right off the edge, and that's the 3rd time tonight that Clovis East has been able to tackle a Clovis North running back from the backside in the backfield, because as soon as they see that play go away, they're attacking the line of scrimmage. Nice adjustment again from this Clovis East defense.
High snap, handoff to Chavez inside the 30, still pushing the pile to about the 25.
That's a nice run by Andrew Chavez. Not a lot of space, was able to wiggle his way through and get down to pick up a couple of extra yards. 3rd and 5 would definitely think this is 4-down territory for this Clovis North. Offense has already been a good drive for them coming out, start this 3rd quarter. Almost 4 minutes off the clock already.
See if they put it up in the air again. He will throw, looking deep. Has a receiver out there. Touchdown. Cordoba. You made the call.
What do you know?
You made the call.
What do you know? Vinny Cordoba in man-cut. It was only a matter of time. You continue to roll the dice, putting Daniel Booker on Vinny Cordova with no help. That's a hard cover for anybody. And eventually that play action, if you're able to protect Mario Cosma, Vinny Cordova is going to get open, and Mario Cosma, plenty of time, lets Vinny Cordova run himself open and just drops a dime right in the bucket, hits Vinny Cordova in stride. That's how you counter what Clovis East has done defensively. If you're going to pack the line of scrimmage and you're going to single up our best receiver, we're going to find a way to get him the football.
And the extra point by Valdivia is good. And there is Cordova with the latest touchdown. Drive summary sponsored by EECU. Kind of started with a pass.
Yeah, able to move the chains on that bootleg on third down, and then really nice run. Just a little hesitation from McKay Madsen. Able to get to the perimeter. And then again, play action. Mario Cosma, just super clean pocket. Vinny Cordova. Not a lot of guys can run with Cordova in the open field with single coverage and no help. And Mario Cosma puts one on the money for 6. Good football player, and Vinny Cordova's played a huge part on defense as well. He's that post safety, really defending the seams that Clovis East likes to hit. I mean, that 3-deep coverage, the seams are the soft spot, and Vinny Cordova has been hash to hash tonight, just using his eyes, playing the quarterback, reading Ty Miller, and not really giving up anything in the middle of the football field.
And they did it pretty much without Jackson Sinfield on that drive. This kickoff is brought to you by Fresno Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Taking it about the 3. Boy, Graves finds an opening on the right side, down across the 40, 45, and then thrown out of bounds. A good return, though, by Graves.
Yeah, Graves can go. I mean, when he gets going, he's got some juice to him. That was a really nice return. Hit a crease, able to bounce outside. Nice tackle by the kicker, who happened to be McKay Madsen. Not your normal kicker, but a really nice return. Really good field position, again, for Clovis East. You know, they had to score at the end of the first half. They did not score. Now it's not only do you have to score, but you need to start to steal some possessions. Somehow, whether it's turnovers, onside kick after you score, like you have to score and get some extra possessions to get back in this football game.
Going to try and tuck it and run, and he's going to be, well, he gets away from the rush. And they finally tackle him near midfield. Well, I thought he was going to be tucked away in bed back there for a sack, but he got out of it, a magician.
It looked like he was wrapped up and almost went down, but was able to keep his feet. Clovis North, they understand exactly how Clovis East is attacking them. Nothing is a surprise. They are so well prepared for this football game that Ty Miller really doesn't have anywhere to go with the football.
2nd and 6, pass to Nix. Gains 4. 3rd down and 2.
And just zone defense from Clovis North, but they're understanding where Ty Miller's trying to attack them. I mean, that time Tommy Nix catches one, but just takes a shot from McKay Madsen as soon as he catches that football. You know, it's largely based on the back, too. Where the back goes is where they try to work those combinations.
And nothing doing on 3rd and short as the defense steps up and drops Graves. All right, here's Kevin Miller with tonight's financial wellness tip. I'm sorry, we'll check in with Kevin a little later. Now we'll see what Clovis East is going to do on a 4th down play.
4th and 3. Looked like if Ty Miller keeps that one on that 3rd down play, he probably uses his legs to pick it up. But
looks like it's closer to 4th and 3. Miller throwing to the sideline, has the completion. And he's going to have the 1st down. Making the catch is Tristan Kircher.
Yeah, a little switch route. Kircher presses vertical, then sits down. Nice job by Ty Miller working through his progression, finding Kircher to move the sticks and keep Clovis East on the football field.
And a K1 speed, 1st and 10. Hand off to Graves. He'll be dragged down for maybe a 1-yard gain. Bitter one of those on the stop defensively. We'll try Kevin Miller again. I think he's going to do some push-ups. No wonder he was putting us off last time.
Just getting prepped, just getting ready to go. The Friday Night Rivals is powered by the United States Army. I am here with Sergeant Yarnold. Sergeant Yarnold, what inspired you to join the U.S. Army?
To serve my community and my country, and it's been a family tradition.
Beautiful, and we appreciate your service so much. And then, of course, we might have the largest gathering yet for what's about to go down tonight. What is it?
We're about to do a push-up challenge, sir.
Y'all ready for the push-up challenge? These are Broncos, current and future, and they are ready to go. All right, well, let's go. Let's get this. All right. It's been a couple weeks. Ready?
And cadence!
Whoa. It's been a few weeks. Okay. So, this young group here has a few things to learn about the push-up challenge. Slow and steady wins the race. Oh, I'm looking up the field, Ralph and Cam, and I'm not seeing a lot of action, which makes me a little concerned. That was not a pause. I just had to make sure he was able. Did you say timeout, Cam? Is there a timeout? Sorry. Oh my gosh. We're going to have to earn our key.
I'm at 42, sir.
Okay, I'm at 43. And then I had 50 before that because you came down to me and I was doing push-ups. And then, so now I'm at 67. And you tack on the 43 I did before that, coupled with the 50. And then if you like square root and then do the exponent, I should be about ready to win this thing. Okay, the director says we got to wrap it up. Sergeant Yarnold and I are going to look for some sort of therapy. And then Friday Night Rivals, powered by U.S. Army. Ralph, Cam, back to you. Oh, yeah.
All right, thanks, Kevin. I think there's a flag on the field over on the sideline there.
Yeah,
he had picked up the first down.
It was I think it's going to be a personal foul or unsportsmanlike conduct hitting Ty Miller late out of bounds. It wasn't much of a hit. It was just kind of a bump, but I think he was well out of bounds when he was touched.
Dead ball, personal foul. Late hit. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
I guess. I don't know. Don's shaking his head. I mean, he was not that far out of bounds, actually. I thought he was further out. He didn't need to do that, but I don't think that's a 15-yard penalty or half the distance.
So on first down, pass over the middle, incomplete, intended for Nix. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Again, great coverage. Clovis North, they understand every route combination Clovis East runs. Usually it's based on which side the running back releases to. They're able to play those combinations. Now they're just man coverage. Vinny Cordoba in the middle of the field, reading Ty Miller. They have a great idea of how they're being attacked.
Miller being harassed, flushed out of the pocket and taken down from behind with the sack is Dominic Mercurio, who's had a big game tonight.
Yeah, Mercurio's been one of those kind of spy guys, kind of free guys roaming around where he's responsible for the back out. And this time just getting a little pressure on Ty Miller, just tripping him up. And we've seen Ty Miller make so many plays with his legs tonight. Great job by Dominic Mercurio catching him from the backside, bringing him down. Looked like he lost that ball out of bounds as well. But this is 3rd and 15, and you don't need it all. You just got to get half to try to give yourself a manageable 4th down.
Four-man rush, passes away. It's complete. The receiver was wide open and then taken down in the open field by Cordova.
Really nice tackle. That time it looked like a miscommunication. They sent the running back in motion to create a 4x4 strong side, just one on the backside. Somebody from Clovis North did not work with the back.
In the Toyota red zone, they try quickly to capitalize here and get it in the end zone. This is Nix, and he will get in. Touchdown, Clovis East.
Nice job by Tommy Nix. McKay Matson had him lined up. He was running from inside out, everything right. Just didn't wrap him and bring him down. Tommy Nix breaking that tackle, then powering his way into the end zone to finally get Clovis East on the football board.
Touchdown is sponsored by Porta Subs, your neighborhood sandwich
on
shop.
The scoreboard, yeah. Nice straight arm by Tommy Nix, and then using some power to get into the end zone. It's not easy to push number 3 down with the straight arm, and that's exactly what Tommy Nix did. That was a fantastic effort by Tommy Nix to get into the end zone.
So the Timberwolves are on the board. 2:58 to go in the third quarter. It's 28-7. Clovis North leading Clovis East. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. 2:58 to go in the third. Clovis East, after getting its first touchdown, getting ready to kick off to Clovis North.
Okay, so Clovis East is going to get 3 more possessions, so you don't have to try and steal one right here, but you have to get a stop. You cannot allow Clovis North to put any more points on the board in your attempt to make this comeback.
I'm sorry, the kickoff is brought to you by Fresno Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. And it goes out of bounds, so there's a flag on the field. And that's sponsored by Fresno Suit Outlet.
That's not really the way you want to start a possession where you need to keep Clovis North out of the end zone, off the scoreboard.
Illegal procedure, kicking team. The ball will be placed at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10.
All right, again, that's our referee, Joe Kitchen, tonight. From the 35 after the penalty. Cosmic turns and hands it off to Sinfeld, upended as he gets to the 40, but that's a 5-yard gain. Let's send it downstairs now to Kevin Miller. Kevin?
Thanks, Ralph. Here's Premier Valley Bank with your student financial tip. Invest in high-quality things. Now, you don't want to spend all your money on trendy designer labels, but buying the cheapest option from a drop-shipping site means you'll need to buy a replacement as soon as that one inevitably falls apart, especially when it comes to things you'll use often, like a mattress, winter coat, or kitchen knives. It pays to invest in good quality, timeless items that will last for years. This tip was brought to you by Premier Valley Bank, a division of HTLF Bank and a local partner you can always depend on. HTLF Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Ralph Cam, back to you.
Thank you, Kevin. About a 2-yard gain for Sinfeld. Sets up a 3rd down and 3 for the Broncos.
Yeah, and Clovis East brought Daniel Booker on a corner pressure, and nobody covered the receiver that he left, and Mario Cosma recognizes that. He just picks it up and tosses one out wide. Clovis North brings Braden Bitter into the game, so expect them to run right behind big number 8.
Boy, nothing there.
No,
good defensive stand there for Clovis East.
And Braden Bitter and David Boyajian, they just drove that left side of the Clovis East defensive line down, but Jackson Sinfeld ran right into the back of that, was not able to get out wide, and that's a big stop. Said Clovis East, they cannot allow Clovis North to score any more touchdowns tonight for them to make this comeback, barring, them getting an onside kick late. And They're going to touch the ball 3 more times. They have to score 3 more touchdowns to tie this thing up. That's a big first step in trying to do that, getting Clovis North off the football field.
A touchdown and a stop. Another touchdown by Clovis East would make this very interesting. Low end over end punt. It's taken on a couple of bounces by Nix, and he's dropped it around the 20. Let's go back downstairs to Kevin Miller. Kevin?
All right, looks like we've got our smile cam. How about that? Some Bronco fans, enthusiastic, energetic, and smiling. These are good times for Clovis North High School. Smile cam.
By Toyota. Thank you, Kevin. 34.7 to go here in the third quarter. Ty Miller trying to think about ways and plays to get back in this one. We'll start by throwing on first down. Oh, and it's intercepted. He threw it right into the arms of the defender. That's Madsen with a return. 20, 15, 10. Cuts it back near the 5 and out of bounds. Wow, what a turnaround.
Man, I'm not really sure what Ty Miller saw to throw that football, because he threw it right to McKay Madsen. There was an out route in front of Madsen working to the sideline. I'm not sure if they were trying to hit a curl route in behind that flat route, but I mean, he threw that ball right to McKay Madsen. He did not see McKay Madsen whatsoever and just threw a strike right to the chest of number 3. And nice job by Tommy Nix making a tackle to keep Clovis North out of the end zone. But man, got to get a stop here if you're Clovis East. You can't allow Clovis North to turn this into a touchdown.
He returned it to the 6, back to live action. The pass, end zone, touchdown, wide open receiver. Jacob Couch must have felt like he did something wrong because there was nobody around him.
Hey,
they left him alone.
Everybody's still keyed in on Jackson Sinfeld as you pack that formation in tight. Play action pass and Couch just wide open. It's so hard as a defender when you know there's hardly any room between you and that goal line to keep your eyes in the right place, not look at that running back and try to make a play. Couch that time the beneficiary of a really good game tonight from Clovis North on the ground and just running scot-free in the end zone for another Clovis North touchdown. That's what you do. Take advantage of a turnover, turn it into 6 points. Yeah, what a turn. Clovis East scores a touchdown, gets a stop, gets the ball back in first play. Ty Miller makes a mistake. And
Miller doesn't make mistakes like that often.
No, not like
that. Guy with a lot of touchdowns on his resume.
Yeah, and that's only his 9th interception on the year. 41 touchdowns, only 9 interceptions. Actually 10. This is his second one tonight. 10 interception. I think he missed that.
Yeah, the extra point no good. So it remains a 34-7 lead for Clovis North. The final seconds of this third quarter.
Wow, now it was already you have to score every time you touch the ball for Clovis East. Now you don't just have to score, but you have to steal some possessions. You have to get the ball a couple of extra times now. Need 4 touchdowns to try and come back in this one. Got to score quick. Get some onside kicks.
Be sure to join us next Friday night, the 24th, not the 20th, the 24th.
20th is on Monday. That'd be tough for these guys to turn around and play a game 3 days later.
We don't want to do Monday Night Rivals. We're doing Friday Night Rivals on the 24th, and we do not know what our matchup will be, but it'll be a section championship in one division.
Man, we had a good one last year. That Lamore CDC game. It was, I don't even remember the final score, 62-52 or something crazy like that, just back and forth.
Little pooch kickoff, and can't afford to let it roll out of bounds. Tonight's third quarter is sponsored by Onacar, or was sponsored by Onacar, home of the $500 down sales event. Sounds pretty good. $500 down.
Yeah.
And you'd own a car.
Sounds good. Well, Ty Miller back at it. You know, he's a gunslinger, so interception is not really going to phase him. He's going to keep playing his game. Keep trying to find receivers, using his legs to extend plays. Just, you know, you have to move this football down the field at a quicker pace.
Looking to throw on first down, swings it to the far side. Pass is complete to Graves. Picks up a couple.
Nice
Clock
tackle.
will run.
Andrew Chavez, nice tackle in space. He's played a very, very good football game tonight.
And the final seconds run off here in the third quarter. It's been all Clovis North in this section semifinal. 34-7 lead over Clovis East. We'll be back for the fourth quarter after this. All right, back for the start of the fourth quarter. 2nd and 8 facing the Timberwolves. Graves on the catch, gets to the edge, midfield. Tackled by Cordoba inside the 45. Tonight's fourth quarter is sponsored by Fresno Mazda. Flag on this play, and it's coming back. Flag on the play brought to you by Fresno's Suit Outlet.
Yeah, it's Andrew Chavez in the slot trying to work off a block, and that's the third time tonight that one of those slot receivers has been called for holding on one of those quick tosses.
Holding, offense, 10 yards, 2nd down.
In other semifinal games, Central has had a 21-7 lead at Liberty. Now it's 21-18. The Grizzlies still lead. Lamore with a 6-point lead over Centennial. Tulare up by 20 on CVC. In 8-man, Fresno Christian trying to go unbeaten and win the 8-man championship, is leading Sierra 28-12. So the Eagles going to maybe have a banner season, undefeated in a section championship or 8-man championship.
Section championship.
Yep. Third down from the 40. 3rd and 9. Graves going to have the first down and more. 40, 35, 30. I'm talking Graves. Graves is out there blocking for his quarterback, Miller. That's been a really productive play tonight.
It was supposed to go to Graves, but Ty Miller, the snap was high. Ty Miller couldn't quite hold on to it, so he just followed Graves. And, yeah, Ty Miller running with the football has been
behind blockers like that.
One of the more effective plays tonight. I mean, he can run. He has real speed. When he gets going to top speed, he can go.
1st and 10, sponsored by K1 Speed. Speaking of speed, now Miller to the near side, and he's going to be taken down.
Yeah, just nowhere to go with the football.
Yeah, and you see the rain coming down here. It's been off and on tonight, but we've seen some guys lose their footing out there.
Yeah, Ty Miller a couple times on some big plays.
2nd and 11. Boy, Graves has been catching a lot of balls out of the backfield.
Yeah, that's just design. 3 guys out wide. They're all blocking the man who is responsible for them. You try to get the ball to Graves and get some space. A few plays ago, a really nice pickup, but a holding call brought it back. That time, Andrew Chavez, another really nice tackle in the open field.
3rd down and 9. Graves in motion to the near side. Miller trying to take off, throws it, and it's jarred loose. Nix looked like he had it, but not for long. There's Mercurio again. with a defensive play as he dislodged the football.
Nice job from Mercurio because he was playing the weak side. He came all the way back because he didn't have a threat. Tommy Nix worked all the way across the football field from the far hash. Was open, but a nice job by Mercurio getting there right as the ball arrived to knock that one away.
So it's 4th and 9. And the Timberwolves are going for it. Miller looking. Now he's going to have to try and get out of trouble and throws the pass. Overthrown, but a flag is thrown. There was contact.
Yeah, there was contact, but the ball was over the head of the receiver. I don't really know unless that's just a personal foul, pass interference. Oh, yeah. Maybe you got there a little bit early.
Yeah, like Monday.
Maybe he got there a little bit. I mean, that ball was uncatchable, though. There's no way that ball was thrown to anybody. So
uncatchable is not a factor.
Half the distance to the goal.
But they'll take it.
Go for the penalty, first down.
Yeah, no such thing as uncatchable in high school.
Well, he's told us that. You've told us that before. That you see him, especially around the sideline. Ball goes over the head from the Toyota red zone. And look at this. Clovis East going to get a touchdown out of it on the run by Tyrone Bishop. What happened there? It just kind of opened up.
Yeah, nice job. It looked like they ran inside zone, and Bishop was able to cut it all the way back across, and Vinny Cordoba was not able to make the tackle in space. Nice cutback. Nice job getting away from a tackle and getting into the end zone. That's what Clovis East needed to do.
So Tyrone Bishop with the touchdown. The extra point is good. Now it's a 34-14 game. Clovis North with the lead. 9:56 to go in our ball game. We'll take a timeout. All right, time for tonight's mouthguard moment, sponsored by Donald Anderson DDS. Big hit at the goal line, put on by Story.
Yeah, really nice tackle. Kept Ty Miller out of the end zone, and Clovis East did not
They
score
did not
on
score,
that
that's
possession.
right. All right, this kickoff is brought to you by Fresno Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. And they try the onside kick, still loose. Clovis
I
East
think they got it.
may have grabbed it.
Yeah.
And the Timberwolves do. Jax Kuntz comes out with the football.
Not over yet, Ralph. It's not over yet. 3 possessions. They needed to steal one, and they just stole one. Great onside kick. Clovis North was not able to handle it.
All right, let's send it downstairs for more with Kevin Miller. Kevin.
Thanks, Ralph. Here's Premier Valley Bank with your student financial tip. Invest in high-quality things. No, you don't want to spend all your money on trendy designer labels, but buying the cheapest option from a drop shipping site means you'll need to buy a replacement as soon as that one inevitably falls apart. Especially when it comes to things you'll use often, like a mattress, winter coat, or kitchen knives. It pays to invest in good quality, timeless items that will last for years. This tip was brought to you by Premier Valley Bank, a division of HTLF Bank, and a local partner you can always depend on. HTLF Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Ralph, Cam, back to you.
Thank you, Kevin. Zach Reimer with the sack for the Broncos. Well, you know, you go back to the onside kick, you rarely see that be successful.
Yeah, it's
not
hard.
very often.
It's really hard.
Big deal when you get it done.
Especially when, the receiving team knows it's coming. It's just hard to come up with that. That time, that first down play, Ty Miller trying to take a deep shot, but great coverage again on the back end from Clovis North.
On 2nd and 13, Graves is stopped cold at the 45.
Yeah, I think Sinfeld got him that time. Nowhere to go in the run game for Graves that time. Here you go. 2 possessions to pick up, two plays to pick up 11 yards if you're Ty Miller.
This is 3rd and 11. That's Graves in motion. Miller try to throw, can't find anybody open, so he'll run down the sideline, out of bounds, inside the 40.
Yeah, gotta stay outside, have to keep contained. Jackson Riley just got peeking inside just a little bit, and Ty Miller hit the edge, able to pick up about 8 yards to set up this 4th and 3.
Right after the game, stay tuned for Penn and Teller Fool Us. That's coming up on the CW 59.
Here we go.
Fourth down play.
Got to get this if you're Clovis East.
Miller gets out of trouble and takes a hard hit as he gets inside the 35, but is that good enough for a first down? It's going to be very close.
Yeah, I think that's a first down.
Yeah, that's a pretty good looking spot. So
Yeah.
it is going to be a first down. 1st and 10, sponsored by K1 Speed, Arrive and Drive.
Man, Ty Miller took a shot from Braden Bitter, too.
He's taken a few tonight.
At the end of that play. Tough kid, man. Like I said, if he's 6'2", he has offers from everybody all across the country.
That's a heck of a point, yeah.
He is a baller. Couple mistakes tonight, but he is not going to stop competing for sure.
On first down, he's going for it all. Looking to the end zone. They battle for it, and the ball is incomplete. No flags. Montrell Beasley in on the play defensively. Aiden Wilson looked like the intended receiver.
Yeah, Aiden Wilson can run. And Beasley's done a nice job all night. That sack on the previous first down, Ty Miller was trying to find Aiden Wilson, and Beasley just running step for step with him. He's done that all night, single coverage out wide with a very fast receiver. He has played a really nice football game tonight.
2nd down and 10. Miller fires for the end zone again, has a receiver out there, and again it's incomplete. There was a battle for the ball. Cordoba and Nix going up for it with Manson in there, and nobody came down with it.
Yeah, I thought when that left his hand, I thought Cordoba was coming away with an interception. I thought he read it perfectly, but Tommy Nix he's tall, he goes up and high points the ball, just able to get his hands in there and not allow Cordoba to pick that one off, because I thought when he threw it that Cordoba was going to come up with another interception. Here we go again, 3rd down and 10. You have 2 plays to pick up 10 yards, so you don't have to force anything. Just give yourself a manageable 4th down.
Miller steps up and fires deep again. Overthrown, incomplete, it's 4th down. Stay tuned at the conclusion of tonight's game for the post-game wrap-up and the presentation of the EECU Player of the Game Award.
Nice coverage by Trent Rogers. Ty Miller's taking shots. If that 3rd and 10, you don't need a touchdown on that play. You need to pick up some positive yardage so this 4th down is manageable. Now, Clovis East can pick up chunks. They can pick up 10 yards. Ty Miller can pick up 10 yards with his legs, but you would like to be in a little bit of a better spot on this 4th down, because you don't pick this up and the game is over.
Miller throws to the far side, has that pass complete right at about the 20-yard line. Danielle Booker with the catch. That's going to be good enough for a first down. 1st and 10, sponsored by K1 Speed, Arrive and Drive.
Yeah, nice job by Booker. Pressed vertical. There was a number 2 receiver running vertical, so that corner had to sink a little bit. Ty Miller threw all the way across the field to complete that one.
Right at the edge of the Toyota red zone from the 20. Empty backfield. Quick pass to the sideline. Booker with the catch. Straight arms to the 10, 5. Touchdown. Okay, they're not going to let anybody relax just yet.
No. We said it. You have to score every time you touch it, and you have to steal a possession. That's exactly what they did. Ty Miller just in empty once again. Deep routes, pressing that corner up the field. Nobody out in the flat. Booker catches that one, is able to make a couple guys miss and get into the end zone. You're writing the script for Clovis East. This is exactly how the script goes. We get an onside kick. We steal that possession, and we have to put 7 on the board, and that's exactly what they did. Down 13, 7.5 to go. Now you don't need to onside kick. You can kick the ball deep. You just have to get a stop, which has been difficult tonight, but Clovis East has done a better job defensively against this rushing attack for Clovis North in the second half.
Yeah, Sinfeld had that big first quarter, over 200 yards. And I don't know if he's had 30 yards combined since then.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they've really bottled him in.
All right, getting ready for another kickoff, brought to you by Fresno Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram.
And maybe they onside kick again right here. I mean, you got the last one. If we kick it deep, it gives Clovis North more space to operate. Let's take the risk in giving them good field position with the possibility that we're able to steal another possession. Then we know if we put points on the board, we can play straight up football and try to win the game.
They'll kick it away, but it's a short kick and goes out of bounds. Another score we're watching. Central has now pushed the lead back up again, 35-21.
Oh, wow.
At Liberty.
And I tell you what.
Well, those Grizzlies are tough.
Daniel Marquez came in that second half against Clovis. They have been playing really good football since then.
False start, kicking team. Ball replaced at 35, 1st and 10.
False start. Don's taking notes on the mistakes for the refs. He's gonna let them know. False start. That's funny.
The drive summary sponsored by EECU. Started with the onside kick that they recovered.
And Ty Miller picking up with his legs on 4th down and throwing a couple dimes across the field.
And then eventually a touchdown pass.
Yeah, Danielle Booker making a couple guys miss. Nice tackle that time. Harold Duvall coming downhill on Jackson Sinfeld.
Yeah, that's not a guy you want coming at you with any kind of steam, you know?
No, unless you have steam, then you'll take that fight. But you don't want him with steam and you not with steam. If we go Clovis North, they're not going to change. They're going to stick with the plan.
On 2nd and 5, Cosma looking to throw. Has a receiver wide open and complete. Jacob Couch again is heading to the end zone, but there is a flag on the play. This one is coming back.
Man, that was really quick coming out, and you don't really hold on a play action pass, so I'm curious what this is.
Holding.
Wow.
Offense. 10 yards from the spot. 2nd down.
Man. Wow. New life. Here we go. I think it was, it looked like Preston Fletcher just hooked the defensive end, Nathaniel Thompson, right there. It was the left tackle, so he's right in open space, so a lot of eyes on him. Just hooked him a little bit. I think that's where the call came out. But a huge play taken off the scoreboard, and Clovis East is still alive.
Penalty wipes out the touchdown. It's 2nd and 15. Cosma looking to run to the far side. And is stopped at the 35. So it'll be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, nice job by Cosma, too. Wasn't able to pick up any more yards. Went down before he ran out of bounds. Keep that clock rolling. Try to work as much time off this clock as possible. Another zone read keep from Cosma.
Gave him a yard on that, so it's 3rd and 9.
We'll see if they decide to throw it on 3rd and 9. Play action again. It's been wide open all night long when they've decided to run it and throw the football. Or run that play action and throw the football.
Taking a lot of time. Cosma looks confused.
Yeah, they were just... Coaches were yelling at him that they were going to take a timeout. They didn't want him to run a play, so that's why he was
timeout, Clovis
confused.
North. I don't know. We didn't expect to be here when it was 28-0.
No, we didn't. But Ty Miller, made that big mistake, threw it right to McKay Madsen, and he's been pretty sharp since then. Not just using his legs to pick up first downs, but he's been sharp throwing the football since that mistake.
Hey, fans, be sure to join us 1 week from tonight. It'll be the championship game, November 24th. And we'll have to let you know after all of these games have been played tonight what the matchup is going to be. So tune into the Fox 26 News at 10, and we'll let you know. But we will have one more game next week.
Yeah, we're very interested to see what Clovis North does on this play. 3rd and 9. Every time they've run play action, they've had wide open receivers running across the football field. So we'll see if Vince Brandstetter dials up a play action pass right here, or if they just hand it to Sinfeld and try to let him pick it up. It looks like Clovis East for the first time tonight playing cover 2.
Cosma blasted on the blitz, and he's going to be sacked by Danielle Booker. Wow, big hit.
Corner, cat, pressure coming off the right side of that Clovis North offensive line. Nobody saw Danielle Booker, least of all Mario Cosma. I mean, just coming scot-free. They did not recognize that a rusher was coming off the edge. David Boyajian was locked up, could not work his way off, and Clovis East takes a timeout to try and preserve as much time on this clock as possible.
Whew. Yeah.
I mean, not a lot of time worked off the clock on that possession from Clovis North either. That touchdown taken off the board on that holding call. Man, what a massive call in this
Fourth
football
down, and the
game.
punting team's going to get out there, kick it away.
Yeah, they're kicking it to Tommy Nix, who is extremely dangerous as a punt returner. I mean, you want to just try and kick this ball away from number 1. Even if it goes out of bounds, it's not a long kick. You do not want number 1 operating in space against your punt team because he is extremely dangerous. As Clovis East fans are loud, man. You can hear them all the way on the other side of the field. Now Clovis North trying to get their fans fired up. Tight punt. You definitely don't want Tommy Nix to get this football because there's nobody who's going to get down the field quickly with this
high
formation.
snap.
Oh, man.
Great job going up to get the ball and getting away a pretty good kick. And it's going to get a good bounce inside the 30, down near the 21-yard line. Oh, it's a great job by the punter.
52-yard punt. Wow.
Well, that's what Clovis North needed. Now let's see if Clovis East can get what it needs.
Yeah, they need 7. They need 7. And Ty Miller has been really sharp the last couple possessions. Danielle Booker with a nice run after the catch. You know, they've taken some vertical shots. They have not been successful in the vertical passing game all night. Ty Miller has continued to try to find him. We'll see if he takes a deep shot early in this possession, or like the last couple possessions, just moves the ball down the football field methodically to put himself in the position to put points on the board.
Trying to find somebody open. Now he'll run down the sideline. Nobody took him on. They let him go right past him. Maybe they thought he was going to step out. That was odd.
Yeah, it looked like, you know, Beasley, you have to force the quarterback back inside or knock him out of bounds. You're the perimeter defender. And that time he let Ty Miller just slip right by him and pick up an extra, 12, 15 yards.
Miller steps up, lets it go. Graves has the ball. Clock running, 4:50.
Yeah, got to keep going quick. Not a lot of time for Clovis East. Get on the line of scrimmage, get your play called, snap the football.
On second down, Miller slings it downfield. Booker with the catch, breaks a tackle, down to the 30.
And Danielle Booker is a nice-looking receiver. Didn't really talk about him before the game. We're talking about Tommy Nix and Duval, but Danielle Booker, man, last two times he's touched the ball, he's been electric.
Miller going for it all.
Oh, he got it.
Deep. Touchdown. Harold Duval made the catch, and look out now.
Wow. Trent Rogers was in great position. Vinny Cordoba's coming out of the post, but Harold Duval goes up and snags that one out of the air to make this a one-possession football game. It was 28-0 at one point, and now Clovis East is kicking an extra point to make this a 6-point football game.
And he does. Wow.
Wow.
And you don't even need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion like you would have thought.
No, you score 6, it's tied up, you kick an extra point, you're ahead. Ty Miller getting to the edge, he picked up an extra 20 yards just by getting to the perimeter, and then Danielle Booker making a couple guys miss, getting to the 30, and then Ty Miller, a first vertical shot that he's hit tonight, and it was Harold Duval going up and snagging it out of the air. Trent Rogers right there. Vinny Cordoba just a little bit late coming over, and Harold Duval goes up and snags it.
Drive Summer sponsored by EECU. And there's a lot of time left in this game.
There's a lot of time left. 4:20 left. 2 timeouts for Clovis East. Now, all they need to do is get a stop, and they're going to get the football back with plenty of time. 2 timeouts. Clovis North, man, they need to figure something out. They don't get that holding call. This game is completely different. It's a wrap, but that
don't need the onside kick now. You can kick away.
Oh yeah, you kick away. Play defense.
Low kick. Oh boy, it's going to be taken inside the 5 and out to the 10, maybe the 12-yard line.
Yeah,
still pushing ahead.
All you have to do is step out of bounds and touch that ball, and you get the ball at the 35-yard line. Andrew Chavez, it's
I've
hard
heard you bring that up a couple times too. That might be something that a lot of teams don't know.
Nah, I guess not. It's just not something maybe that's commonly coached. And John Baxter drilled that in our head over and over and over. It's a rule you can take advantage of. Instead, Clovis North starting this possession at the 15-yard line. Clovis sees all the momentum. They've done a great job defensively in this second half, just totally stopping this Clovis North rushing attack. Little Wildcat.
Yeah, they may have had some motion there. It's going to back them up. Flag on the play. Brought to you by Fresno Suit Outlet.
Dead ball. False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back to the 10.
Back to 1st and 15. Sticking with Wildcat.
That means Sinfeld's not out there, right? No. Madsen, keeper, spins out of one tackle and is taken down at the 20.
Yeah, I mean, that was a big false start because instead of first down, moving the chains, able to work more clock now, 2nd and 4, and Clovis North has not been good in 2nd and 3rd and short in this second half. Clovis East has done a really nice job in short yardage situations, not allowing this very physical run game of Clovis North to pick up yards to move the chains. And then Clovis East has made the adjustment. Harold Duvall is playing that 3rd level player. Now he's up more around the line of scrimmage, but he's been coming down and making tackles in space.
Cosma back in there at quarterback. That's Madsen behind him. Madsen. Nothing doing. Duvall was in there first to slow him down. And now looking at 3rd down.
You know, Duvall is lined up right on the line of scrimmage. You know he's coming off the edge when he comes up there. And no adjustment, nobody accounting for Harold Duvall. Comes scot-free. He's able to hit McKay Madsen in the backfield. And, man, play the game right here. We'll see if Clovis North goes back to the play-action game. It's been open all night when they've ran it.
It's almost like Clovis North is trying to run out the clock.
Yeah, they're trying to pick up this first down and continue to take time off the clock. Got to pick this up, though.
Cosma to throw. Pass is complete, but defended. And nothing there.
Man,
Clovis East defense holds.
Gets the stop, and I talked about it after that 10-yard pickup by McKay Madsen. Oh, wow. McKay Madsen picks up 10 yards. It should have been a first down, and now there's a flag on the field.
Another penalty. Boy, and the Broncos are walking back.
There must have been some talking going on. And that's the only thing that could be an unsportsmanlike conduct on somebody.
Maybe on each side.
Oh, wow.
Ouch. Wow. Oh, man.
Wow. I mean, unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. I have no idea who was on. I mean, both sides were talking back and forth after that play. I mean, that's a huge play from Clovis East. Huge play. You get the ball back. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left. Your offense has been rolling the 4th quarter. You're excited. You're pumped up. I mean, these Clovis East coaches are just distraught. I don't know if we have a replay to see what happened. I did not see much at all.
Conduct. Defense, 15 yards. Results of the foul. First down.
Well, that could be a game changer there, but here's another look.
I mean, Kabashi on the screenplay. Clovis East, nice job.
It's after the play.
Stop. Yeah, it was well after the play. I mean, the flag came out well after the play. Guys celebrating. I mean, it wasn't back there. It was more, towards where the football ended up. I no idea. And I mean, if I'm
well, there's a coach on the field now.
I mean, I would be extremely upset,
Let's see another angle. I don't think it's anything other but celebration.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, I mean,
right there, getting into the face of the other player. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, two players in each other's faces. If you're going to call an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on one person, you should probably call it on the other person. I don't know. Maybe there was more than that. We didn't get it all.
Yeah, the coaches are trying to get an explanation with the officials over on the other side, but that's not going anywhere.
Man. 2:20 left. One first down, and it's just about over. Clovis East just one timeout. They called timeout after that third down stop, or after the fourth down stop. Man. Man, that's a huge call. For what looked just like talking to me, man, I don't know how you throw that flag in that situation when, you know, Clovis East makes that kind of stop and they're going to get the football back. You totally changed the outcome of a football game.
Sinfeld lost a yard. Timeout. And now they're having to pull players away from each other again.
Last timeout from Clovis East taken. 2:13 left, 2nd and 11.
By the way, this TV timeout is sponsored by Ventura TV, Electronics and Appliances, your low price leader since 1951.
Man.
You got to just be telling your guys, what, try and punch that ball out, try and knock it loose.
You know, we can't give up a first down. We give up a first down, the game is over. If we get a stop, we're going to get the ball back. You know, it'll be inside of a minute when they get the ball back, but they will have an opportunity with the football. They just have to get a stop. We're going to sell out everything to stop this rushing attack from Clovis North so we can get the football back and give our offense a chance to win the football game. And Clovis North, man, you know what you're going to see. Clovis East made the adjustment in the second half, putting a couple of big bodies on the defensive line, 2 outside linebackers right on the line of scrimmage. Harold Duvall playing kind of that middle linebacker safety role, coming downhill, making tackles in space. So nice adjustments from Clovis East defensively. You know, Mario Cosma maybe naked bootleg, keeping it, getting around the edge, run maybe some RPO. But I think it's just going to be power run game from Clovis North.
No timeouts left for Clovis East. Here come the Timberwolves. Again, they stop them for a loss in the backfield. But they cannot stop the clock. 3rd and long.
Oh, man, what do you call? 3rd and 13. Clovis East is sending everybody. They're sending everybody, both edge players, everybody at the second level up at the line of scrimmage. You know, you play action pass here and you have a wide open receiver. The risk is incompletion. This clock stop. You give Clovis East, 40 extra seconds. We'll see. I would expect Clovis North to take a timeout here before the play clock expires so they can talk about it on the sideline.
Yeah, you almost, I don't know what happens if you, it's a moot point now because they take the timeout with 1:17 to go. This TV timeout is sponsored by Ventura TV, Electronics and Appliances, your low price leader since 1951.
What do? You know what Clovis East is going to do. Everybody's going to be at the line of scrimmage. They're sending players off the edge. Do you trust your quarterback? Do you trust the receiver enough to actually throw the football? Because if you do, you're going to have a wide open receiver and you're going to ice the football game. If not, hand the ball off to Jackson Sinfeld or McKay Madsen. Try to pick up a first down.
What if you just
with
take
the run.
What if you just take a knee and let time run off?
You could do that
and
as well.
Punt it away.
You could do that as well. And, maybe you run around. Mario Cosma runs around, tries to burn some time off, takes a knee. I mean, that's a possibility as well.
You don't risk a handoff. You don't risk a throw.
I think you're probably gonna give this ball to McKay Matson and try and let him pick up a first down. Maybe you go Wildcat. I don't know, but you're gonna try to pick this up. Minute 17. There'll be some time left for Clovis East. Not a lot, but they'll have an opportunity, and they are going to go Wildcat with McKay Matson.
Trying the far side, has a blocker out there, steps inside of it, and is stopped short of the first down. So it's going to be 4th and about a yard.
Wow. Man, that was a great tackle by Tommy Nix. He was getting blocked and got just enough of McKay Matson to trip him up. Man, if he takes just a little bit longer and sets that up, I think he probably gets enough, but he's just short. I think that's a really good spot by the officials. 4th and 2 here. Clovis North probably going to let this run down and call a timeout again.
Or take the delay and just punt it. You got to kick. Can't go for it here on 4th and 2.
He took all of that play clock down.
So now if you're Clovis East, it's an all-out punt block.
Yeah, you're the only thing you're trying to do is take this ball off the punter's foot. You're selling out. If you have any play that you feel like can be successful against this punt formation of Clovis North, you pull it out. If you're Clovis North, you have to handle the snap. You have to get the ball away. You have to keep it away from Tommy Nix. Turn this into just a Hail Mary situation. That's all you're trying to do is get this ball away.
All right, fans, stay tuned at the conclusion of tonight's game for the post-game wrap-up and presentation of the EECU Player of the Game.
Man, what a semifinal we've had tonight.
Yeah, and this was a 28-0 game.
Yes, it was 28-0, and then Clovis East, man, just came storming back, and Ty Miller.
They've outscored the Broncos 28-6 since then.
Here we go. Last snap was high. Nice job just getting a hand on that one. Now they're sending Harold Duvall back deep, so
there's going to be a lot of laterals and all kinds of stuff here if he gets this kick away.
You try to kick this ball out of bounds. I don't care how far it goes, but it needs to go out of bounds. I do not want either one of those guys touching the football.
No, whistles are going to stop this play.
Clovis East has 12 guys on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They have 11 on the field. They have 12.
Dead ball. Substitution foul. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Results of the penalty. First down.
Okay, well, that's game.
They have 12 guys on the field. They ran Harold Duvall on the field as an extra returner, so they couldn't kick away from Tommy Nix, and illegal substitution ends the game. Oh my goodness, and it gives Clovis North the first down. Man. Yeah, Don said they still have 12 on the field. They ran Harold Duvall on the field and didn't run anybody off the field. Wow. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that this game ended like that.
Victory formation.
What?
That'll do it.
What an effort from Clovis East. They probably feel a certain way about the way this game ended now. They put 12 guys on the field, and that's on them for sure. But, man, unsportsmanlike conduct penalty when you're getting the ball back. 2 minutes left, and that gets called. It didn't appear like anything but talking, no physical confrontation. That's a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, there was 2:20 to go when that penalty was called after a third down stop. So rather than force a punt, they got a fresh set of downs, did the Broncos. And then with 15 seconds left, this last one, 12 men on the field, and that was legitimate. You could see, you could count them yourself. So teams are exchanging handshakes at midfield. This one is over. Clovis North is on to the Division I Section Championship game. 34-28 the final score. We will come back to Veterans Stadium with more after this. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Time to wrap this one up, but I'm not sure how you do that. It was 28-0 Clovis North, and this game seemed like it was over. But then the Broncos got outscored by Clovis East 28-6, and were within a touchdown, an extra point of winning this thing. So, and there were some penalties at the end that really affected the outcome. But this was the player of the game early, Jackson Sinfeld. He had 2 long touchdown runs, 75 and 86 yards. I think we figured he had over 200 yards in the first quarter.
Yep, 236.
On 10 carries, so he was averaging 24 yards a carry. And then he kind of, went away.
Yeah.
Now you think he's going to have it. Fooled me. Instead, it was Cosma, the keeper, going.
Yeah, Chavez with a nice play. And Ty Miller, 2 mistakes tonight. Threw that one to Chavez and threw the other pick, but it's right to McKay Madsen, but he turned it up the last quarter and a half. Ty Miller was on his game, brought this Clovis East team all the way back, and really unfortunate. Like I said, we don't understand what that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty was, what happened, why it was called, but man, for Clovis East to not have that possession with 2 minutes left and with a chance to come back the way they were moving the football, just disappointing, and can't imagine how they feel on that Clovis East side that that opportunity was taken away. Maybe it was egregious, maybe it was totally over the top, and it was a justifiable unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. But man, that's tough to take. Yeah, the comeback started with that onside kick. Stole a possession. Daniel Booker, man, it's electric in the fourth quarter.
Booker came up big on offense and defense.
Yeah, he did. And then Harold Duvall just going up and getting this one over the top of Trent Rogers. They were rolling. Clovis, that offense was rolling. Thought they were going to have a couple minutes left to try to come back and win this football game. And just didn't get that opportunity.
There were 4:20 left when that touchdown was scored. So Clovis North had an opportunity to do something, but could not, and appeared to have been stopped. But then that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty after third down with 2:20 to go really kind of changed everything.
Yeah, it totally changed everything. Clovis East is getting the ball back, probably pretty close to midfield with 2 minutes left, and the way that their offense had been moving, it's if you're Clovis North, you're just trying to hold on. You're hoping that Ty Miller makes a mistake or we're able to get a sack or something like that, because they had not stopped them outside of those 2 turnovers pretty much the whole second half.
Well, I know when it was 28-0, neither one of us expected it was going to end up a 1-score game with a chance for Clovis East to come all the way back.
No.
All right, time now to toss it down to Kevin with the presentation of the EECU Player of the Game. Kevin, you got it.
Broncos! Oh, yeah. Getting it done, weathering the storm, and led by our EECU Player of the Game, Jackson Sinfeld. Let's go, Jackson! 2 touchdowns, over 250 yards. Those long runs to get it started, get this moving in the right direction. We know that you guys are pleased with this victory, but you got more to do. What do you guys got to do, Jackson, to get this Central Section championship?
We got to play as a team. and we just got to stick together as a family and run the ball because we have great linemen, great coaches who puts us in great plays. Our QB's great. Our wide receivers are good. Our defense is good. We're all dogs.
Well, it's going to be a week of Thanksgiving, but a week of preparation. They're going to run the ball because they're running with the Stampede. Congratulations, Clovis North Broncos! Congratulations, my man. Congratulations. Hey, and if it's all right with you, maybe we come back and check out the D1 championship featuring the Clovis North Broncos? Yeah! Hey, sounds like a plan. Ralph Cam, back to you. Let's go, Broncos.
Thank you, Kevin. As a reminder, the play of the game is sponsored by Jack in the Box, now serving everything. Woo.
Man.
One of those games you're worn out.
Golly,
just announcing it.
Yeah, can't imagine how Jackson Sinfeld, feels right now. 250 yards rushing and taking a couple of 75 and 86 yarder to the house. That was big time. And we might be back here next week.
Yep.
It seems
Big
like.
thank you to our trophy sponsor, Ace Trophy in Clovis, for all your custom award design needs. Yeah, I would say because Central is in, that's the matchup in Division I, Central against Clovis North. That's not going to be too bad.
No, that's going to be good. Central playing really good football, go on the road last week and beat an undefeated Frontier team, and then go on the road again this week and beat a 1-loss or 2-loss Liberty team. That's impressive. They've been playing impressive football ever since. Daniel Marquez goes in the lineup in the second half against Clovis, and they've been playing really good football ever since.
Well, we can't confirm it yet. They got to do some things to get approvals, but we would expect that that's going to be the matchup. A couple other games I mentioned that Central won. CBC came from way back to beat Tulare Union by a point. Lemoore won.
Yeah, they were down
and Fresno Christian
20 points.
Yeah, Fresno Christian did win.
Section champs.
Section champs
Undefeated
in 8-man. And be sure to join us next Friday night. We're going to have the section championship game in one of the divisions. So it's going to be championship night in Valley High School football. And we'll have one of the best ones. And I think Central and Clovis North is going to be right at the top if you're going to pick them.
No doubt.
So thanks a lot, everybody. It's been a great night, a fun night of high school football. We got one more week to go. Thanks to Cam and the crew, Kevin down on the field, everybody. Thank you for watching. Once again, the final score, Clovis North remains unbeaten with a 34-28 win over Clovis East. You're watching Westlaw Tire's Friday Night Rivals. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week.